say I'm not a children's entertainer because I'm not a Muppet. I'm not here to play a character. I'm not here to pretend that I'm something that I'm not. I don't dye my hair. I don't act stupidly constantly to get attention from children. I don't do stupid pranks. You know what I mean? I don't cause drama. I'm here just to play games and have fun. I'm a legitimate gamer. Big ups to your dad.
I eat banana, tasty banana, put banana in my mouth, tasty banana. I eat banana, tasty banana. Squeeze the peel, it comes in then put banana in my mouth, squeeze banana. Put banana in my mouth, squeeze banana. Put banana in my mouth.
Act and talk a certain way with certain mannerisms, certain over-the-top reactions, screaming at the top of their lungs, jumping, flailing, doing weird things, constantly on camera.
I eat banana, tasty banana, put banana in my mouth, tasty banana.
I'm lurking.
I eat banana, tasty banana. Please the peel it comes in there. Put banana in my mouth, squeeze banana. Put banana in my mouth. Squeeze banana. Put banana in my mouth. I eat banana, tasty banana. Put banana in my mouth, tasty banana. I eat banana, tasty banana. Please the peel it comes in there. Put banana in my mouth. Squeeze banana. Put banana in my mouth. Squeeze banana. Put banana in my mouth.
When we hit the 250 vestry for that celebration, I'm going to debut a new vest. There we go. Celebratory bubble blow. Very nice. There's bubbles everywhere. There's bubbles all over my PlayStation 4 controller. There's bubbles.
You will take the ban. You'll take the ban hard right in your fucking ass. Get the fuck out. You're supposed to be someone I trust, and you're gonna be a dickhead and go behind my back and hurt me and insult me. Get the fuck out. You'll take the ban real hard right up the right up the pooper, buddy.
I'm just going to ban.
Why am I toxic?
Ban. Gone.
Bitch, fuck you and your mother. Fuck the trolls. Bitch, fuck you and your mother.
I'm just going to ban.
Why am I toxic?
Ban. Gone.
Bitch, fuck you and your mother. Fuck you and your mother.
Ban.
Why am I toxic?
Ban. Gone.
Bitch, fuck you and your mother. Fuck the trolls. Bitch, fuck you and your mother. Big ups to your dad.
I'm just going to ban.
Why am I toxic?
I'm lurking.
Ban. Gone.
Bitch,
alert.
fuck you and your mother.
I'm just going to
Fuck you and your mother.
get your ass out there and fucking work,
I'm
bitch.
not a children's entertainer because
I'm right now for the next.
Hello, everyone.
Strapped for cash. The only money I'll have.
Welcome.
Is $50 on streams. And that, by the way, I have to raise money to pay 2 big bills next week. All my utilities are due next week.
Alright, some more music
now in
than,
the next 2 days,
we're gonna watch
I
some
have to raise money to pay
Horizon
my
Salt,
utilities.
I guess.
And then,
It was
see
salty
what
as
I mean?
fuck.
Like, this is how it is for me.
And yeah,
Shitheads out there want
it was
to
a terrible stream.
fuck with me behind the scenes, ruin my all kinds of financial shit for me. Then on top of that, make stuff up to try to make me sound like a terrible person on the internet.
To make money, I have to pay Ben bills. You know, I have to pay Ben bills. I have to.
What's up, chat? Welcome. Hello, everybody.
I have to pay my
Big ups
taxes,
for last night's stream. It was really fun. Enjoyed the hand holding.
pay my
I was
internet bills.
slaying,
I have to
was
pay
destroying. It was amazing. Big ups.
bills. I have to pay Ben bills.
Yeah, this is a new mic. New quote unquote.
Taxes. I have to pay Ben bills.
I think it sounds better.
Day to day, tips to tips, to pay bills and things. Eventually, things will get better. But kind of stuck right now with how things are.
That's why I'm trying to make money. I have to pay Ben bills. You know, I have to pay Ben bills. I have to pay Ben bills. I have to pay pay Ben taxes, bills. I have to pay Ben bills. I have to.
If you want to sit here and you want to pretend like you're holier than thou, I'm better than those content.
All right, I guess we're gonna start after this
I have a
sign.
job where I work 9 to 5, and I bust my ass at my job, and I earn a paycheck, man. And I come home. See, I'm not on the internet.
Hey, big ups,
begging for
Prophet,
money all
but
day,
no
man.
need for that,
See, I'm
man.
better than them, man.
I have an actual Rode
you're not.
NT-USB that is in a storage unit that I'm still paying for. I need to pick it up someday. And I also have a gaming PC there, an actual gaming PC with like a 1070. But no, instead I'm fucking around on this laptop. Anyways, welcome back everybody to what is now sort of a daily shit, I guess. I don't know. When I start my job, I'm not gonna have as much time, but now I do. So let's make fun of Phil every day. Now, first thing we're gonna make fun of him today is this bitching. As you can see, engagement has been tough. 2 upvotes on this video with 300 views. Come on. Why would you? Why? Anyways, let's take a look at his channel and do the daily wrap-up that I like to do, which is basically making fun of his views. And there's a lot to make fun of here. Just bump up the music a little bit so I can get claim faster. Here we got 357. This Horizon playthrough is just dead in the water, man. This shit is terrible. This shit is ass. 171. This was the first of yesterday's late stream. The first episode, it's trash. For some reason, the first one is always massively low amount of views. As you can see here also, 49 had 500, almost 600. 50 had 900. And 51 had 800. I'm very confused to how the pattern works out. Because they're episodes, right? It implies that the dude that watches 49 is gonna go watch 50. But then 50 has more views than 49. I'm really confused. But yeah, apparently daily wrap, I don't know. The daily wrap, the way I'm gonna watch the daily wrap from now on. Big ups Hood Hustler for the mature adult membership, dude. Thanks for your support and hustle. The way that I'm gonna watch the daily wrap from now on is Control F. We look for support. Okay, where is support? There's only one mention of support. Is this for real? Is this a real daily wrap that has only one mention of support? Maybe he mentioned engagement a million times. Okay, he had some bugs too apparently, but like, who cares? Honestly, I can't find support, but let's see engagement, because that's the new term for support. Wait, no engagement either? Wow. No engage? Wow, this is wild. Okay, so this is one of the most sanitized daily wraps, apparently. Maybe he was straightforward. He said tips. He didn't say tips. And yeah, the rest doesn't matter unless you want him to talk about games and views and shit. Let's see the status of the day stream. Oh, you say he got 150 on the day stream, huh? Let's do a quick vibe check here. Go on episode 53, skip to the end. Of course, we're rocking the hat. This hat makes him look terrible. This hat legitimately makes him look terrible. And I know it's bad on purpose, but there's some things that are bad on purpose that are not even funny. And here we hit the tier 3. Fantastic. Wearing the vest, the platinum vest, and this fucking hat. It makes him look legit like a Dark Souls character. These like weird, bizarre, random looking people. Oh my god. But then the late stream was a disaster. And then we got was it an Aqua Teal video? Somebody video that DSP was salty about support. I'm gonna take a look at this. And then, by the way, something again that irritates me about this guy is dude barely ever announces his fucking streams. Now you can go here to his channel, and I guess here it was on what, all videos, past live streams. You can't see this. The last, ooh, hold on. Okay, because look at this. Hey, this is very interesting. I'm just noticing this for the first time. This is a stream that has remained uploaded. And as you can see, it's got good amount of views. No like to dislike. and probably no comments either. Oh, there is comments. And he left it up because top chat replay as well. And he left it up because his Halo conclusion or whatever nonsense was corrupted. So here you can actually see a replay of his chat because he enabled it. And yeah, this is the whole stream. This is the whole uncut beast, which is very interesting. And it kind of makes you wonder, why doesn't he leave all his streams up like this, considering that this one got really good views, considering it's DSP. And this is how this shit should be. But he chooses to take them down. And here, as we see again, edited from live stream due to corruption. This is what it says on this Tormented Soul stream. So, okay, you see when something bad happens. Okay, falls DMCA, this a year ago. Then we have a full stream, but the rest are hidden for questionable purposes. I don't know why, man. Okay, let's do what I decided to do and see, what is this, 50? This is 50. Come on, we need more dinero. Where's the money? 50. This is nothing for a night stream.
To continue on with this.
Oh, and
Sadly,
he's
I'm out of
excited to continue.
time. I am. Actually, I went extra in order to finish up tonight's segment of that Gemini.
And shout out Gemini.
Or whatever you want to call it. Called. So.
Okay, I think I have it open here in the other one somewhere. The actual video, since this was supposed to be just a vibe check. Here it is, and yeah, oh, there was a Frogga video that I want to watch after this. It was interesting. And there's a new Pixar animation thing I want to check out as well. And yeah, then it's supposed to be... Wow, this has very robust timestamps. It's actually crazy. Awesome. Big ups to the uploader Forbidden Math. Big ups. Welcome back. Okay, let's get started with the first chapter called 97 Likes. Now, the essence of this video is basically DSP being grumpy because low tips and generally not liking the game. Because this is one of those games. It's just not a game you want to see Phil play. Okay, let's get it started.
Aloy, I'm patched into your focus feet.
Oh,
There's a
Jesus.
huge power draw coming from
Is this
the
quiet as fuck?
There is something in that
Thanks for the
acid.
heads up. I'm almost there.
Oh boy, there's gonna be a
Some kind
giant
of production
boss.
chamber.
Yep.
Festus is up to something, all right?
What kind of machine is it trying to build?
I don't know, but I'm gonna shut it down.
A big boy of some kind.
A big boy.
I bet that's where Festus is hiding too.
Follow the conveyors. Alright? You know we're fighting this thing, right? You know we're fighting this goddamn thing.
Where Festus is hiding. Looks like there's a big...
Yeah, 49 isn't that low for him, considering it's a late stream. But it's still like, it's still 50 bucks, man, and that's not a little. Especially for like a late stream of Horizon or whatever. But for him, he lives by a different standard, man. He's not like those other guys. He's real, which means he demands a lot of money. Not like those fake people, man. You give me more money.
Apex, Leap Lasher, weak to water. I don't have water. No, I don't. So that ain't gonna help me at all. That's gonna be sucky. I'm just gonna have to basically try to like overcome it with maybe.
Hey, I
like,
still didn't watch the waiter tip video. I need to remember later to watch this. It's been like 2 or 3 streams in a row that I forgot to watch it. When DSP was stroking himself for tipping some guy $50 and saving him his life.
or maybe ice, which makes it brittle, and then shoot it. Because I don't have its weakness at all. Let me restock all my ammo right now, right? Okay.
Okay, this is a strategy session.
All right,
and
there
now
you go.
what,
So now Kyle does
dislike
another
bomb?
tip. He keeps tipping me even though he's being stupid, and he says, "Wow, you're."
He keeps tipping me even though he's being stupid. That's not the thing you want to say, right? You just want to kind of take the tips. Don't talk about the dude being stupid. What?
You're toxic for a positive streamer. Good luck. Yeah, I'm toxic. You're toxic. You're the one who is here making my viewers uncomfortable. saying that people need to give me money when they don't. It's my job if I want to ask for that, not yours. It's my business, my stream, not yours.
Oh, this is one of my favorite new memes. One of the favorite new memes is people begging on DSP's behalf, and he gets pissed because only Phil can beg. Only Phil can beg, and he gets really, really salty. It's fucking funny every time. Every time it's funny, even though every time it's kind of the same, but it's funny regardless.
Stand that. Don't come back. All right. By the way, thanks for the tip. Now we hit the glasses goal. You are ridiculous. You're absolutely ridiculous of a person. Okay. That is not what I wanted to do, obviously.
All right, let's skip through the fight or something that is actually happening. Okay, fighting these creatures. And this is one of the games that's totally not for DSP, man. This game is terrible for DSP. Because it just lights all over the place and enemies that are just spazzing out and jumping all over the place, and he's completely confused because he's a grandpa. And then when he needs to look at chat, he actually needs to look away from his screen, which is very productive and really, really practical.
I can't see anything right now.
Dude actually needs to turn around to look at chat.
Why am I being
This is the
stupid,
kind of guy
Just do what I
we
need
love.
to do over here. Forget fighting. There.
Okay, is he gonna die? He's gonna die soon. Actually, in a couple minutes.
Oh my god.
And this is also a terrible game for the night streams.
I don't know why I was bothering with the weaknesses. I just fucking
Terrible
do
for
what you
the
do to
night stream.
everyone, right? Hit them until they're stunned, and then when they're stunned,
This
right?
is boring anyways. He needs
just
shit
fucking
that
enemy
is,
spots. Just do the same
I don't
thing
know.
every enemy
I
type.
don't know. Either actually
I was
chill
overcomplicating it by trying to
or
get their elements.
really fast-paced dynamic shit. And this is like in the middle of it. This is both a fast-paced dynamic game where you spaz out and shoot enemies, and also is an exploration game that you can meander and waste all this time. And you get the worst of both worlds. The worst version of chill.
Okay.
Alright, he's gonna die sometime around here. I'm just gonna straight up skip to it.
What's hitting me now?
Let's see how he's gonna die.
Another new enemy just showed up.
And then hopefully we get to begging.
Where are they all coming from? Exactly. This is getting quite ridiculous at this point.
I don't know, has he blown bubbles recently? I wanted to actually, I was thinking about this. Pigpigo.net. It's gonna say not found for some reason, okay. Alright, let's see. He blew bubbles last night. Are you for real? Own bubbles, it's a big bubble. Blown bubbles on a stream like this. Super bubbles. I think. Yeah, maybe here? Halo Infinite?
For bubble gum, I haven't blown bubbles on stream.
Oh
in like
yeah,
6
there we
months.
go. Hey, amazing. Amazing.
Bubble blow for the bubble gum.
I'm not a children's entertainer.
$55.
This is so sad, man. You can't be both. You can't be both. And that's for 100 likes, huh? 100 likes for bubbles. And then the new meme is unliking the stream. Like getting your, like a like chargeback. You like it and then he celebrates and then the likes drop. And everybody gets salty. And by everybody I mean DSP. Because he's the only dude who cares about fucking likes. Alright, he's gonna die
It's not letting me do a
anytime.
critical strike even though I should get it, but look, it won't let me do it. Unfucking believable.
Yeah, they're not even authentic likes.
5?
Because people don't like his stream because they enjoy his stream. They like his stream because he tells them to like the stream.
What?
That's like telling somebody, give me a burger, and then they give you the burger, and then you act super surprised. And like they're mega generous or something. No, you asked for it.
What the fuck?
You don't celebrate it.
This is terrible. A room full of infinitely spawning enemies. They're appearing out of thin air all around me. There's no way for me to stop that.
It's like the
I'm getting all
trolls,
down
man.
Oh, another one hit you from behind. Oh, someone else hit you from behind. Someone else hit you from behind.
It's like the trolls. It's a room of enemies that just keep spawning. Where was the timestamps? Let's go to the more begging or failure. Yeah, this is just bad gameplay. Right, we get a Zoya super chat pops up, which means a message that is not bait at all. It's a very serious message that's gonna get an intelligent response.
What hit me?
Yeah, for real.
I can't do anything.
It's a terrible game for him to play because the camera in this game, or at least the first one, always confused me.
Another one.
And with him, you can see he has no idea what is happening, especially when he has to fight more than one people. Completely
I just keep getting hit from all
zoned out.
There's nothing I can do
Get
about it.
hit
It's
from all
exactly
directions. Huh? How am I getting hit? What?
I didn't do a Valor power attack. I have the gun selected. The game gave me a Valor power attack.
Oh yeah, and you can't lock on. You can't lock on in this one. But it's like, it would be much worse if you could.
Jesus fucking Christ.
Because those enemies, they just spaz out all over the place.
You gotta be fucking
How did he
kidding.
die? What? It was just an instant death.
Jesus fucking
He had like
Christ.
half his health, right? And then what happened? Oh, and then he
I'm
just
dead.
got hit
You gotta be
and
fucking
violated.
kidding. I don't want to do this anymore. I really don't.
I don't want
is
to do this
terrible.
anymore.
This is absolutely
This is terrible, and then a fat snort.
god awful gameplay right now.
God awful
God
gameplay.
awful gameplay.
You mean
And
your
those enemies
stream?
keep coming in and they keep spawning more and more and more behind you. How was I even supposed to see what was going on there? You can't.
Why
even
don't you
see
just do the
anything.
objective, bro?
You're a bunch of fucking assholes. This gameplay sucks.
This gameplay sucks. I agree with you, DSP. This is the one thing we can agree on.
I agree with you.
This gameplay sucks. You're not late at all, Kirk. We just started. And this is basically just an intro. We're watching DSP play Horizon badly. And suck at the game. Now we get a third attempt, then we beat it actually. Spoiler alert.
Can't reload. Why not?
Okay. It's still beyond me why he has damage numbers appear on the screen. It makes everything look ugly. Look, it makes every game look like The Division.
Can't do anything
It
about it.
reminds you that you're actually fighting a spongy ass enemy and you're just spamming them until they die. And you're actually just kind of a dude sitting on a couch playing a game. Not fun. Hey, what's up, Suds? I'm doing nice. We're gonna watch some Phil. Did he even announce his stream already?
What a shock.
Oh, it must be that daylight savings time, man.
This is jammed.
It really sucks.
Oh, here we go again.
I agree with you.
This isn't so good. Try to get your access back.
What? How many are there? Like 100?
And oh yeah, he was supposed to start 6 minutes ago, and he didn't start instead. And he said in his chat, "I'm setting up, so give me a few extra minutes." Well, big ups, bro.
They wouldn't let me move my body.
Big ups for showing up
What
late
the
to work
fuck?
and being bad at
Yo,
Horizon.
What do they expect me to do here? Exactly. Look at this. You think there's enough enemies in this fucking room?
Yeah, look at his chat. You can see it now on my screen. I'm setting up, so give me just a few minutes extra. Thanks. And the first thing some dude says when they go in his chat room is, "Hello, hello, like the stream."
5 damage. Oh.
Dude, this guy went way too far with the conditioning of people. They're straight up being brainwashed at this point. Because he conditioned them not just to like the stream, but to beg on his behalf. So now if the tips are low, some guy who's been conditioned wrong shows up and he's like, "You guys, you should start tipping." And then Phil is like, "No, you should tip instead." And then the tips goal stays at 50. Nothing happens.
5.
We wait for 1 minute, man.
Oh, great. Now I'm on my ass. Yeah, this is terrible.
1 minute guy.
This whole segment is
Was
garbage.
totally not Jeff
unnecessary,
from
ridiculously
a planet.
overpowered enemy gauntlet after enemy gauntlet after enemy gauntlet. It feels like I'm playing a fucking NES game. Didn't want that.
Come on, DSP. Cat probably
What'll
beat this
work?
much easier than you. Yo, what is this? This is the DSP music, huh? Ah, this asshole. Okay, he just started.
Right?
Like, actually. And he's late, but he's still gonna run the music for just as long as he runs it every time. Just the fucking... How lazy is this guy, man?
I seriously can't move or look. I'm just stuck against walls endlessly. And now this guy's back. What do you want me
Yeah,
to
man,
do?
this is a mess.
Exactly.
Mess of gameplay. It's like me fighting the bell gargoyles
You
last
think
night.
they put enough
It's the
enemies
same
in the fucking
thing.
room?
I should cut off his tail. Wow, look, I did it. Look. Look.
He leapt up here like a fucking Easter bunny. He's a robot, and he leapt up here like he weighs nothing. He's a
What?
weightless robot.
They got
Holy
robot
shit.
legs, DSP. Make them jump higher. Yeah, that was a fat I kind of
He leapt.
passed by me, but yeah, it was a fat one. Oh.
I killed one. I don't even know how I did it.
Why
I
are they?
literally have no idea.
Wait. What's with the black hand emojis in his chat? Is it just one guy? Oh yeah, it's just one guy. I thought there was some racist shit going on,
Oh
or
my
something.
God,
I don't
this
know.
is fucking shit. A nice shitty enemy gauntlet.
Okay, are you done
Now
with
where'd they
this
all go?
already? I don't know where to go. And he's the way he's playing this game is basically just spamming the focus every chance he gets.
I think this guy's actually
gets
weak
violated.
to ice.
Bro, this is miserable gameplay. I'm not even gonna bother with this. Fuck it. And wait, there was glitches here. Okay, here's the salt. I think here somewhere. Let's see some salt.
Okay. I did it. Oh
Okay.
my god.
Now it's time to glitch.
I don't even know what happened because there was more than just those two. There were 3 or 4 enemies in this room. I think the other one's still in here.
But there's more
is.
enemies. Oh my god, man. Don't you love it in games when they just keep keep spawning? Super interactive. Yeah, I have no idea who can find this entertaining. Apparently not a lot of people. Because this on the original channel had like 300 views. Or 500 maybe. What did DSP say? Somebody asked him some dumb shit and said something. What did they ask him though? It's very important that I'm an asshole and I look
What
it
the
up.
fuck? There's another one! This is insanity.
Oh, okay. They asked him about PvP and Elden Ring, and he says, "I don't know, but probably not,
Wow,
because
what a-
it's broken."
What a great sustained
probably
strike
not.
that was. It just interrupts you. As if
He's
you're
not
even shooting it.
interested in any Borderlands stuff.
Just ignores your bullets. That's literally what happened. It completely ignored my attack.
Where's the T-pose segment? Did it already
What
happen?
is going on?
While I was reading his
I went
stupid
up
ass
and then
chat.
I clipped through and fell down. Jesus fuck! I've had so many problems with this game tonight.
But there's this weird thing about DSP where he has to sort
I've
of
had
feels
so much-
obligated to pretend like he's having fun, despite evidence of the contrary. Obviously, he's not having
problems with
fun
this
right
game.
now. This 25-30 minute segment is not fun at all.
Bugs out the ass, wonky
Not
ass
fun.
combat, clipping through platforms. Now I'm T-posing! I
Nice.
was literally T-posing right
Now
there.
I'm T-posing. This should be a new soundbite, except that there was too much noise in the background.
Now I'm T-posing! I was
T-posing.
literally T-posing right there. Are you?
Yeah, it might work for a clip if I remove the noise.
Now I'm T-posing! I was literally T-posing right there.
I was
Are
literally
you fucking
T-posing.
kidding me? I can't believe it. I got a T-pose. Oh my god.
And I guess that's basically it for this clip, because this clip sucks ass. And then we have what? He beats
I'm never
it.
trying to do melee. I'm holding left trigger and trying to fire with
Never
right.
tried to
And
do melee, bro.
attack after melee attack that I'm not doing.
Yeah, I didn't get it with the black hands in chat at all. I didn't get it either, because there's one dude that's spamming black hands, a bunch of other dudes that's spamming all kinds of other hands. And is it just, what is the reason? And why isn't he being an asshole towards those people? Because, oh yeah, because he's a member. Okay, I get it. I get it. There's a dude with a crown spamming black hands massively. For questionable reasons. And oh yeah, there we go. This is the. There's actually a segment for this. There's a segment for this. Let's get a load of this.
If they force you to do this story mission that's fucking 100 years long.
Justice was building. It must have finished it.
It's powerful, whatever it is. I'm almost done with the core repairs. Should we come to you? Maybe I could.
Yeah, it's a wave of hands in his chat.
No.
A wave, but it's mostly just one guy.
Where you are, okay?
This Sir Slaughter guy who's decided to be particularly obnoxious on this occasion.
Force fields down.
Be safe.
Okay.
Yeah, now we get the
I have no
wide
idea what
hands.
we're doing
Who's
this
gonna
game.
get banned?
But anyway,
Who's gonna get
a
banned?
few super chats came in. We had.
Also, we're just ignoring
Irish
it.
Sage's
All
super
right.
chat saying, "I need more mods because chat is a mess." It's just people spamming a hand emote. It's no big deal. So I
Oh,
did a
it's
super chat-
it's no big deal because it's a member, right? You left at least like what? Let's say 30, 40 messages of these hands in the last maybe half an hour. 20 minutes, 15 minutes, whatever.
As a first night stream, I watch Weird Vibes.
But it's
Hey,
all
the
right,
game is
dude.
wonky as fuck.
Doesn't matter. It's just guys having fun. They somehow happen to have a crown on
I've come across
for
now
some
3
reason,
major
and that's why they're getting away with it.
bugs tonight. All
What
during
if
this
I was
gameplay.
spamming in chat?
And I think what happens is
They'd
near
get
the,
super
we're getting
pissed.
to the end of the game now. The game's polish is starting to wear off, and we're starting to see a lot of issues. There's definitely been significant issues tonight with the gameplay mechanics, and it's pissing me off because why do game developers think that challenge means just fill a room with endless amounts of enemies that keep spawning around and behind you? This is not the 1990s anymore, NES. Like, why would you keep doing that? Like, how is that fun?
I don't know.
And Big Tuna.
Can't tell you about that, honestly. I don't like those at all.
I said, how's it going, Phil?
When
Well,
they just spam a bunch
be
of
honest
enemies.
with you, this is-
Especially these games, because this game is not fun for me at all.
incredibly fucking annoying. This part of the
For
game.
real.
I really am frustrated at it right now.
Yeah,
I wish it
legit.
wasn't like this, but I guess we'll finish it up. There's
What's
gonna be
this
thank you
fun?
again for those who actually behaved and weren't acting like
Those who behaved.
jerks. I appreciate that very much.
This guy
Have a good
sucks.
evening, and I will see you tomorrow for Elden Ring.
For
Sound
those who
good?
behaved. What are they? Are
Everyone
they
have a good night.
children?
See you later.
Behaved. Bro, get the fuck out of here. You're a grandpa asking for tips every day. You don't behave at all. It's a fucking daycare thing. What did I want to watch? I forgot about it. The tips video. Yeah, DSP tips some guy. I guess that's a Aquatil video. I'm guessing. Rants about masks. This is a disaster. Please never watch this. Never do this to yourself. Hipster beards are for sissies. This is a legendary segment. I fucking adore this segment. So good. He gets called out for using sissy as a slur. Then I look it up. It says it's a slur. Then I'm confused. Then somebody told him it's a transphobic slur. Then he proceeds to tell you that he just wants everyone to be happy. And he doesn't mean it as a slur, despite that's what it is used for. That makes me cringe.
That makes me cringe.
And tip, are we gonna find this here? Tip, not gonna find this here. Maybe it was somebody else video. Maybe Forbidden Math again. Yeah, this was the clip we just watched. Was a good one. Get salty. This is from 3 days ago. Is this the same clip? No, it's a different clip. In him doing the same thing. Bans people trying to have fun. Bad gameplay. Dies. Some weird conspiracy theory. Let's see what this is about. Because this dude has been consistently, as you can see here again, 32 out of 50. A little bit sad. Hello, Renee. What's up?
I'm gonna have to swim again and go craft potions to finish this. This is a ridiculously long fight. And I can't fucking pay attention half the time because there's actual idiots. They waited for this fight to sit in the chat.
Oh my god. Like you can see in his chat right now on screen. Okay, I'm set up on the laptop now, but I'm soaked because my seltzer exploded.
Stay! Because they know there's no mods tonight.
Seltzer fucking exploded.
Assholes.
Oh yeah, there's no mods. They know there's no mods tonight. How would I know this? Is there a mod schedule?
Thanks. You know, it's really nice when I'm in the middle of a game that's supposed to be one of the epic story fights of the game, and I gotta be distracted by people acting like 5 fucking years old. Oh, here's one. Bye.
What did they say?
Don't come back now.
All right, hold on. Let's go back in time so I can figure out why are they getting actually banned. What did they actually do?
For some reason, I'm out of range. I don't even understand. We're out of range of each other, right?
All right.
Oh god.
Oh, and
okay, I gotta ban some fucking idiots. I'm just gonna do it right now.
Oh my god.
Start banning people.
And as he's saying this, you can see in his live chat, he says, I can see the morons are coming in early. LOL. Here are the morons. And I'm watching him from, what, 3 days ago, saying the exact same shit. Man, I need to ban this human piece of shit, man.
Everyone stop fucking spamming the chat with nonsense when I'm in the middle of a tough fight and behave and act like fucking normal people and stop being morons. Seriously, you fucking idiots. Spamming the chat when you know I can't do anything about it.
What were they spamming? I'm confused. They were spamming 1s and 2s. Why were they spamming it? And again, the Sir Slaughter guy is on the bottom of this. As you can see, he left, what, like 6, 7, 8, 9 comments in chat in a row? Yeah, this guy is straight up a dent. I don't know nothing about him, but this is the first time I've seen him, and straight up dent. Dent check.
Okay, I gotta ban some fucking idiots.
But I want to find out what the 1 and the 2 was about. And it goes back really far, I think. Oh, 1 was for a chair spin, huh? It's here somewhere. And most of these comments are actually the Kevin and Sir Slaughter. The 2 top chillers. Yeah, can we get a chair spin? Then it's just...
So what I'm trying to do is electrify...
It's a miserable live stream, bro.
Another type of ammo, you see?
Oh, does it even exist? And it's getting message deleted in his chat. The Wild Wild West. Eski's playing a game that he obviously doesn't... A game that obviously doesn't get engagement or support. And a game that is obviously very long. And apparently unpolished. Now we get some save rant. Let's see this bad gameplay. Let's see the save rant. And mad at the chat.
Alright, let's save up. What I would like to say is thanks to everyone who was chill tonight. I am really peeved at
Thanks
people
for everyone
who
that was
for me
chill.
to get to a boss fight and literally started spamming the stream chat with bullshit because they knew that I couldn't look at it and see it and do anything about it because I was in the middle of a boss fight. You know, shitheads who aren't coming back to the stream now that I've banned them because I see how they behave. But thank you to those who did chill with me tonight. Support. Even though support was slow, I mean, there's not much you can really do about it. Like I said, most interest for this game has completely fallen off.
Hello, Brock.
I am still enjoying it.
How's it going, Brad?
Because basically for that fight, you needed to have known going into it. Okay, acid's the weakness. Bring traps, put them down, and also I didn't know.
Shut up about fucking gaming, dude. Why don't you just stop talking about gaming? Period. Just talk about drama and shit.
And I hope that you have a good time. And next time
what is
around,
this gaming
we will
shit?
now advance the plot, which is what we were trying to get to all night.
There, we're gonna advance. Now, then we get YouTube mode off, which is gonna be the... I love this. This is one of my favorite DSP-isms. When the YouTube mode comes off, it's like a mask coming off. Okay, clickety click.
Okay.
Stop
All right, guys, that's gonna
recording.
be
He
for
clicked
tonight.
it.
Thanks for chilling. And thank you for, again, everyone who was nice and wasn't an asshole. That is it for the streaming week. 7 straight days of streaming done. Whew.
Yeah, I don't know
Get a
about
day
Dark
off
Souls
tomorrow,
later.
finally
Probably not.
relax a little bit, although I'll still be
Probably
running
not.
errands and stuff. It will be nice to finally
I just
have a
want
day
to
not
talk about some
streaming, kind of
podcasts,
just
and that's
relax.
probably gonna be it.
All right. So I hope you all had a good streaming week with me. Thank you, everyone, all the regulars. Thank you, everyone, chilling. Please have a
All
good
right.
night.
And it's the
I hope
your
to see you.
generic stuff. And yeah, let's go check out Hate Army Watch. Unless it is here, but it's not. Okay. And Steve Jones' story. This was from yesterday. The public apology segment from yesterday. Attempts to rebrand. Such great titles. I love them. And we're starting in a second, so there's not gonna be time for the tip video. So you guys got scammed again. But instead, let's watch this video by Frogga. The Hate Army has had enough. That video is great. It showed up as recommended today because of you guys, because of your positive engagement on Frogga's channel. His videos are showing up in recommended. It's working. Your likes are working. And this video is called DSP The Hate Army Has Had Enough from a long time ago. So let's just watch it and you're gonna see what it's about.
Darkside Phil is this guy who can't play games worth nothing, where he has thousands of subscribers that are so dumb. I mean, why do they give him respect? I mean, his videos lack. I mean, he doesn't even know how to play a game. As long as he just sucks at games, he still gets paid. He still gets paid all them YouTube bucks.
Oh, Phil, you fucking little scumbag, you the one with the, all the monies on. And he keeps on saying, oh, I've got the back bombs, got the fucking back bombs. He's one of a little corner, a little corner.
It showed a picture of Panda Lee with no shirt on. I kid you not right now. Panda Lee with no shirt on.
This is iconic, by the way.
And she was like
iconic
this
photo.
with her boobs, like this covering them.
Yeah, straight up nudes on his desktop, and then the trolls found him. It was really funny.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. That is called child pornography.
Okay. All right. Sure. Whatever you say, dude. Okay.
Oh, camera's on. Hello? You didn't know your camera was on and...
This motherfucker treats people like shit. He's disrespectful.
I agree with you.
And one thing that really irritates the fuck out of me, just makes me want to fucking shit myself every fucking day and smear that fucking shit all over the fucking wall.
All right.
Fucking.
Okay.
His empire is crumbling, and it literally turns me on. I am getting so fucking horny every single time I see that fucking Patreon goal. I get so fucking horny. I want to just anybody fuck me, please.
I don't know where he found that video. I honestly don't know where Frogga found this video from.
People and
okay. Thanks for the mental image.
Money,
person in this clip.
He abused money.
Phil, listen, buddy. Come here for a second. Come here. Let me talk to you, okay? You fucking suck, dude!
And if you guys could just go ahead and just give me all your money every day at the end of the week, you know what I mean? When you get your paycheck, if you could just give it to Giant over Darkside Phil, and I'll make a 5,678 fucking part Danganronpa stream.
Nobody wants to see you fucking
the Danganronpa stream.
Okay, that's basically what you're doing, dude.
Danganronpa stream. I hate this so much, man. I hated it so much. Those visual novels. Holy fuck, it's terrible. Terrible fucking stuff. And DSP is on screen, so I guess you can go and watch these yourself. Let's get to the raw fill.
A bunch of gameplay elements.
Officially begins now.
Actual in-game gameplay, and we finally got some
Dagged rapper.
about this game. Of course,
remember that with him just fucking reading. Terrible gameplay, quote unquote.
RPG set in the Harry Potter universe.
DSP is a single player RPG. He's role playing as a businessman.
And I have a lot to say about the game, and also about the situation around the game.
What is the
Because
situation around the
for
game?
as many people as I saw on the internet yesterday rejoicing, saying, wow, Harry Potter finally is going to get a good video game. It's been so long since Harry Potter had any video games, and he's kind of fallen out of prominence in that regard. It would be great to see in the modern era.
Yeah, is he gonna say that he's a Harry Potter buff?
And
he's a fan of Harry Potter?
holy crap,
Are we gonna see that?
A major Harry Potter game was actually made. I think there was like a jokeable mobile game made a few years ago, but outside of that,
Yeah,
the
that shit
franchise
was
has been on
grindy as fuck.
of interactivity. And so the fact that this game's coming out, you think would be giant positive news. It is for some, but there is this very unique situation surrounding Hogwarts Legacy and controversy because of the controversy surrounding the creator of the Harry Potter universe, J.K. Rowling.
Oh,
And
legit?
So today, on the pre-stream podcast,
Oh, no.
I'm going to take a major
Oh,
segment
no.
to discuss
Oh,
not
no.
only the game, because I'm very interested
Oh,
in the
no.
game and talking about it and kind
Oh
of excited
no.
for it.
Oh no. Oh no. No. Are we gonna talk about the trans issues and the trans people don't like her and the controversy? Is Darkside Phil gonna talk about this? Darkside Phil gonna talk about this? Oh no.
But I'd also like to talk about the controversy because this is the first time I think I've ever seen this happen. There's actually games journalists and or content creators making public statements saying they refuse to cover or even in some cases acknowledge the existence of Hogwarts Legacy because of the controversy around J.K. Rowling. And I'm kind of like, I think it's time to take a look at that situation today.
Yeah, this is the point of the stream where you just press Control W and that's it. Control W.
Yes. So this will actually be one of the more serious episodes. I
Doesn't
know some
work
days
on
I really
mobile,
have nothing to talk
unfortunately.
about, and we just joke around. We kill time. Today, I actually have an agenda. We got good stuff to talk about today. It should be a great episode. Maybe if you like this episode, you would consider giving it a like here on YouTube. Maybe if you like this episode, you would consider giving the stream a like if you're here live, and just maybe you leave a comment. Or, if you really want to go the extra mile, perhaps you tell someone about the podcast.
Why would I do that? I like my
You know,
friends.
Phil does a podcast every day, and sometimes
Are you serious?
that he talks about. He's not just some asshole. I mean,
You
I am
legit?
an asshole, but
Legit?
there's more to me. I have many, many facets and faces. There's many aspects to me that
Like
many
what?
don't realize.
Begging, snorting, other bodily gases and stuff.
Anyway.
Anyway. Hey, friends. Do you want to see a shitty, terrible podcast? There's one on YouTube.
How you guys doing today? I hope you're doing well.
By
And I
Darkside
welcome
Phil.
you to a full day of gameplay streaming. Just to reiterate what I said yesterday, I now know my schedule not only for this week but also for next week as well. What are we doing? Well,
Oh
3
yeah,
more days of
members
full-time
drop.
streaming starting today,
362.
and then tomorrow and Sunday.
Oh,
Monday's
holy
my
shit.
day off.
And now I'm a little bit in the past, so I have the ability to actually skip this schedule segment.
Let's good with the amount of
Fantastic.
exploration that I'm thinking to read.
This is amazing.
Or return to the areas that I had
Well,
gone
no
to
more
very
fast
early on in the
forwarding.
playthrough.
Man, I wish I could fast forward live. Like legit, actually, just time travel.
And
that's the only thing that I would use my power for. Just to fast forward DSP videos.
But I've
Nothing
missed,
else.
basically, because I know I turboed through them.
This
I
was a
barely
nice
fought any
segment.
enemies. I was just trying to survive.
Unfortunately, I can't do it again.
If I take my time,
Because it only works
you'll
if
find that
I
goes a lot more now that
forward.
I'm actually in level with this content. Okay, so I'm interested in doing that.
We're
today. I'm
talking about
excited.
Elden
As
Rings, you guys.
know,
Come on, pay
yes, this part
attention.
of the game has been kicking my butt when it comes to some of the optional bosses.
You
and the
care
like.
about this.
It should be entertaining. Okay.
Allegedly.
Yes, I'm aware because 4,000 people have been coming around to tell me that there's a big boss that everyone wants to see me fight coming up. Although now
Yeah,
I've
the
heard,
one that they
interestingly
nerfed.
enough,
Radon,
boss
they
was
nerfed the guy.
with the patch that came out yesterday.
Yeah. Of course he knows.
Everyone's freaking out about me fighting this boss. I'm doing literally what the game wants you to do, explore and prepare, and now apparently the boss won't even be that challenging anymore. Figures. You know what else happened today?
What?
I turned on my PS5 this morning.
Gran
There was
Turismo
another
was
Elden Ring
offline?
update.
Oh.
What was that? I didn't see anything about a new Elden Ring update today.
So I have no
big ups Erlo Straws for the
idea
super
what
chat.
that did,
Oh Christ,
but
Mister, I have
interestingly
thoughts on things that I've
yesterday,
never thought about
when we were
before, but I'll
actually
talk
playing
about
Elden
these
Ring,
things because
we
I'm hoping for
discovered,
relevance. Fill the wheelchair.
more issues, not
I
issues.
don't even know why he would be talking about this. This is so out of his territory of shitty discussions about himself and begging.
More changes.
Why would he talk about this? He's neither a fan of Harry Potter, neither really into the discussion of the drama. I don't even know. So when he talks about it, I'll just pretend like I know something.
Notes.
Actually,
For
not even
example,
gonna pretend. I don't know
there's a
shit.
Beast Sanctuary where you could trade in items to a beast
And
NPC.
Beast
I tried doing it
Sanctuaries.
yesterday. People were guiding me and said, "Go do it," and I went to do it, and I just died instantly. Every time that I
Let's see
tried
if
it,
I'm gonna get a remix again.
death. And flabbergasted. They were like, "No, I
Wasn't as
definitely
good.
did it in my playthrough. This must be a change that they patched." So it sounds to me like with all the public patches that they did,
Yeah, there's no reason for him to talk
they
about Harry
also
Potter.
have hidden changes.
And the
behind
thing is,
scenes that have
he
changed
could,
aspects of the game.
because State of Play was yesterday, and I watched like the whole thing, and I'm impressed, and I'm excited for the game. But just he can just simply talk about the game and acknowledge that there's some criticisms going on and shit like that, but he doesn't even know what to complain about. That kind of thing.
Weeks after release, and now some people got access to areas and others can't, right? So how are you supposed to get down there? Some people have no idea. So maybe there is a logical time in the story or in the game where you teleport down there and you can do stuff down there. I don't know. I hope I'm not missing out on important critical stuff, though. That kind of sucks that maybe there's items there that other people used in their playthrough, and I'm never going to get them now because the game patched it out. I don't know. At one point, I'm kind of ignorant to it because this is my first run. You know, it's not like I've played the game through once and this is my second run or anything like that. So maybe
Do you think
I'm
they're
better
gonna
off
convince him? The pay pigs are gonna
stuff I'm
convince him to play a second run right after the first run? I think that would be hilarious. Hey Phil, I know you played this for 600 hours and 500 episodes of this, but you should do a magic run, man. It's gonna be so fun.
literally a
Okay,
situation
distracted by chat.
where-
What are they saying? Nothing. Completely confused.
they didn't try.
Blacked out. Having a Joe Biden moment.
Okay, I'm just gonna be honest. They were like, "Oh,
Wake
let's
up,
add
Joe.
an optional boss in the game." Well, we have a boss where you fight one crystal person, and then we kind of cheaped out. And we had a boss where you fight two crystal people together. How about three?
Crystal people.
Why not 10? Why not fill the room with wall-to-wall crystallians and just say get going?
Crystallians.
You know, I really admit that really kind of irked me. Because when I play these games, these FromSoft games, and you put a challenge in front of me, I'm the very stubborn guy who wants to beat it.
Of
You've
course,
seen that in
he's
this
the very
playthrough so far
stubborn
with the
guy.
Tree Sentinel.
No, you're a fucking asshole that wants to brute force everything. You're not whatever you just said, a stubborn fucking guy. He just wants to brute force stuff, and he wanted to beat the Tree Sentinel so he can shit on other people that chose to not attack him. That was his entire agenda for the Tree Sentinel nonsense.
The first dragon, and
so he can come back later and say, "Oh, you see those fucking idiots? They came back when it was fucking easy mode. You see, I did it the first day, day one."
yes, the stupid ass Crucible Knight, right?
He didn't parry him, not even once.
So now, you know,
I think.
put me with
I didn't
three
watch it, I
crystal
don't know.
people
I'm
in
just
front of me
making
at
shit
once.
up.
I'm like, I'm gonna destroy that
But he
challenge.
didn't parry him.
Well, Phil, why
I
don't you
promise.
summon and do this? Well, I haven't done that the whole playthrough. I'm hoping I can beat it legit, and I did. But man, it took
Beat
me
it
over an
legit.
hour, you know. And some people
Legit,
like
bro.
that. They,
This guy cares so much about, like, basically the street credit equivalent of I don't know, like, clout?
like that I'm taking the challenges head on, and
never
not
mind.
giving up, and
Never
others
mind.
are pissed.
Cares
They're like,
about
"Man, we wish Phil
gaming
would just
clout
constantly make more
and people to fucking validate his stupid ass playthrough, which is by itself terrible. It's already terrible. This whole fucking playthrough is ass.
progress. We don't like seeing Phil take on a tough boss like that. So I don't know. We'll see how it goes further on. Like I said, I'm not against using all the game mechanics there for success. Pro-level Soulsborne gamers have come out and said it's okay to use every tool possible, especially in your first run. The tools are there. Use them. Don't challenge or nerf yourself because idiots are trying to dictate how you should play the game.
Of course,
You know,
idiots.
you're not doing a challenge run, then don't challenge. You know, do what you need to succeed.
Oh,
so I guess
he's
we'll see.
been
We'll see what happens
reiterating
moving forward. I'm
this
excited
every day,
for Elden Ring
basically.
today,
Every
and we'll
fucking
get a
day.
lot more,
Every day.
We'll get a lot more progress.
Listening to the pros.
Well,
the pros said I can play it any way I want, you stupid shithead.
I don't feel like I fully explored those areas yet. Okay.
Get this guy out of here. Okay.
All right, guys.
Talk about Phil's day off or whatever. I don't know.
On the late stream,
Jerk off
it
again.
is
Do something
Friday
interesting.
Night fights, which is why I'm wearing the darn shirt. Old school Street Fighter 2. This week we're gonna try it on Xbox because the last couple of weeks we did it exclusively on PlayStation and didn't have too much success. A lot of the same players, a lot of bad connections. So I'd like to give it a shot on Xbox this week and see if we can get a better situation. Keep in mind, this is basically the final countdown for the Street Fighter 30th Anniversary Collection until the new collection, Capcom Fighting Collection, comes out in June, and that's what we'll be playing moving forward. Okay? All right.
Tasty
I'm excited
sip.
for that. By the way, that is at 6:40.
Let's skip to
so caught up on here.
real
If you
time.
haven't been following the playthrough, just the
Fucking
story
hate
she didn't
this.
spoil, but she's like, yeah, you basically have like maybe 2 to 3 major story arc moments left. So if I just commit to playing the story moving forward, I'll probably beat it this week. I'm currently planning on playing it Sunday night, Tuesday night, Thursday night, and I'm hoping we can conclude the playthrough Thursday night. Okay? Don't know if we will.
Oh,
but
it's
I'm
a
hoping we
probable
do.
conclusion.
Only
My
because,
least favorite
we
thing
have
about
multiple
DSP, the
releases
probable
coming out
conclusion
a week
streams.
from today, and I want to tackle those new releases, and I don't want to have so many lingering playthroughs that are unfinished, you see? So, oh, excuse me.
Oh, that was a
So,
snort and a belch
That
after.
being said,
Very nice.
I do hope that we
Very
end up finishing the
cultured
game.
individual.
Last night's stream of Horizon
Super cultured.
was a double-edged sword for sure. On one side, I made major story progress and had a lot of fun with the elements of the story that did make progress. In fact, at the end, it was a huge cliffhanger when we had to stop playing. I was like, wow, major story developments, and I wonder what's going on.
Major
Now
story
I can't find
alert.
out till Sunday night. On the flip side, man, the game
Baller
started to fall
alert.
apart. Now that we're kind of in the final hours of the game, bug after bug, issue after issue. At one point, Aloy got stuck swimming in a wall, and it took me about 4 minutes to get her unstuck. At one point, I was
Big
in,
ups
an epic,
Blanket Dival for
dramatic
the
situation
€5
where
super
everything around me
chat.
was blowing up, and I was trying to escape
And
the building.
they say maybe it's just my imagination, but his snorts are starting to sound more and more like an old lady farts. It's kind of grossing me out more than usual. This at some point I became, I guess, kind of numb to them. But every once in a while I kind of wake up. There's a snort that is this like earth-shakingly terrible that I wake up and I take a step back and I look at him and I'm like, dude, this is like a 40-year-old dude who is an entertainer as a job, like for a living. And he does the most obnoxious, irritating, annoying shit that no other entertainer does.
Like, wow. And
Yeah.
then, at the very end of the stream, there was a dungeon I was doing.
Okay,
and
we
the
get a
game
recap that we just saw.
Up to this
in the
point,
clips.
this game had shown a lot of polish and a lot of insightfulness in the level design and everything. And all of a sudden yesterday, all at once in one stream, the game showed a lot of flaws. And I was like, damn, I wonder if maybe I lucked out to this point, and maybe there actually were a lot more bugs and a lot more things that somehow I avoided, because usually I'm the opposite. Usually I'm the glitch magnet. But how is it that I'm like
The
30
glitch
hours
magnet.
into Horizon, and it really did feel pretty polished? The only thing I complained about,
Because he's like, because you know, when you develop software, you gotta make it in some way
platforming
what
was a
they
bit
call foolproof. So even somebody like DSP can navigate it. So if you make, for example, a calculator app, you gotta consider the case in which somebody's gonna try and divide by 0, which is not an actual thing, because you can't do it, obviously. But somebody might try, somebody like Phil. And then what happens is your app is gonna crash if you didn't consider that case. And it's the same thing with games, man. Sometimes you just play it so much like DSP that the game doesn't know how to react. And it starts to glitch. Which is not, by the way, an excuse for the games not being polished. It probably did have glitches for real.
By the way, Life's for Soul, thank you for the $4.20 tip. And no, I'm not doing any King of Easter tournament this weekend. Allow me to continue with the schedule so you guys know what's going on. So that's basically the weekend. It's Elden Ring and Street Fighter today. Tomorrow's either Elden Ring Skyrim or Skyrim Elden Ring. And then Elden Ring Horizon on Sunday. I'm off on Monday. When I come back on
And
Tuesday,
this is the same reason why developers used him as basically a test subject when they were showing off the God of War. They used him as a use case.
Doing new releases.
I think that's
Ghostwire Tokyo on the
exactly
PlayStation. And over
what the term is applied
I will
to.
be, you know,
a use case.
covering the new game releases.
You see, this stupid ass came here and he unlocked this item. You see, even stupid ass like him, he can do it.
Maybe some Elden Ring mixed in there.
Amazing.
I will try to play Street Fighter over the weekend. If I do, it'll be Saturday night. It's gonna get tougher now. Do about that, as I told you guys.
It's gonna be
Skyrim
tough.
will come in and out of popularity.
Like real life. It's a very immersive game.
Release schedule. Okay. Okay. Now, you may say, well, what about WWE? Okay.
Nothing.
I didn't play WWE. I'm not playing it now. I've already said this a million times. I will get to WWE.
Why not, though?
When the time comes. In fact, if you look at
Give us the new excuses
for April, it's pretty empty. There's the Lego Star Wars game.
Now, by the way, the actual excuse why he wasn't playing WWE is that he didn't have money to buy it. And that's on a tweet on Twitter. Because he said, I literally cannot afford it right now. And he was planning to buy it because it was going to come out and he put it in his schedule. And then he didn't have money to buy it. The $5,000 a month business expense man could not afford one game.
And there's...
what else is coming out? Such a hype
Lego
release.
Star Wars game.
Lego Star
That's
Wars.
That's really it. There's MLB The Show near the end. No.
Oh yeah,
actually,
MLB The
Show
Show.
is on April 5th. I'm not.
If you've been around and you've seen DSP play MLB The Show, stay back, defend yourself. It's terrible.
Stay back.
Shit.
Terrible.
It's on
Some of the
Game Pass.
worst shit ever. Probably what is worse than the show is him playing FIFA or NBA 2K, which he's done in the past when he used to play every single game that came out.
So eventually, if I want to play MLB The Show this year, I can and get it on Game Pass without having to pay for it. But I don't think I'm playing. I didn't.
There's once I think I remember. Oh yeah, that flight simulator as well. There's once I remember LeBron hit like a half-court buzzer beater, and DSP went pissed.
Like that's literally it. April is a pretty empty month.
He lost
and that being
from
said,
a LeBron cheese
that's gonna allow
strategy.
us to basically play catch up.
What are we gonna play? It doesn't matter. It's a schedule segment, man. He's gonna repeat this 16 more times today.
All right. So now I think it's time to get to the
What?
subject matter at hand.
What is subject matter?
All right.
Oh no,
Yesterday,
Hogwarts.
ladies and
Okay.
gentlemen, Sony did a state of play for a new game coming out in the fall. Excuse me, in the holiday 2022, called Hogwarts Legacy. Now, first of all,
Yeah, LeBron was a
Sony
detractor
came
day
out with a
one,
state
dude.
of play.
That's why Space Jam 2 sucked.
about Hogwarts Legacy, so
He's
that means
troll.
it's a Sony exclusive, right?
You just did it for the
No,
for the
it's
money.
not.
For
It's
this.
actually cross-platform.
Why are you
That's
confused?
confusing.
Why is it
Don't state of
confusing?
plays usually cover exclusives, or if they're going to dedicate an entire state of play to one game, right? Wouldn't that mean that it's a Sony-owned game? Apparently not. I guess Sony may have been following the development of this game all along and actually likes how it looks and decided they wanted to actually put time into promoting it.
Subscribe. Get your
Hey, big ups for the sub. Solar Wolf.
Yes.
Big ups, dude.
I'm not sure what Sony's marketing strategy is here.
So
I mean, I'll be
confusion.
honest with you,
So
I'm
he's
happy
confused.
That
Why are you
we
confused?
did get a whole state of play.
Okay.
And we got to see.
That means they're confident in their product. If they want to showcase it, show gameplay, show all the features, that means they're confident. Which makes me feel more confident, but a little bit suspicious. Because what are they not showing us?
About, what was it, about 12 minutes or something like that of actual in-game gameplay. And we got to see a good idea of what the game's going to be. So
Yeah.
let's talk about that. Because
So
it's
many
pretty interesting
systems.
to me anyway.
It's basically
So first
like
of all,
real
coming out
life.
Holiday 2022, which basically means it could come out.
Oh, we have this yet another gimmick of putting shit on the screen, but in a completely wrong way. Because he couldn't have a layout where you could see both his camera and what he wanted to show you. He couldn't have this. Instead, he needs to dodge away from it. And it's gonna sit here weirdly, uncomfortably on the left side.
October.
Yeah, and that
November,
snort was
December,
disgusting.
January.
Repulsive
holiday,
snort.
You know, any holiday. There's 100 holidays in that time period. So hopefully by Christmas, okay? It is a single player open world style
now.
RPG. Now, just that
Open world style
is shocking because everyone looking at
This dude is running their marketing. He's making up terms.
came up to this point had actually kind of
It's an open world style. It's like in real life. You can go anywhere, do anything.
An MMO.
16 times the
Everyone kinda
graphics.
makes their own wizard and interacts in the world of Hogwarts. But no, it's actually a single player, narrative based RPG set in the world of Hogwarts of the 8th.
The best thing about this is I can just pause this and we can go and watch the state of play. And by the time we're back, he's still going to be explaining what the game is about.
1800s. So this is long before the time of Harry Potter. This is earlier days. Interestingly enough,
what
I
is
guess there are
called a
characters
prequel?
who were in the Harry Potter books and movies that are in this. For example, there's the ghost guy. I forget his name. The headless ghost played by one of the guys. Wasn't he on Monty Python or something like that?
Uh-huh,
And he was always a character in the movies and the books because
Harold
he's a ghost.
Ramis.
He's still in this too. Like he
Bill
died
Murray.
long before even these characters lived. So he's in it.
Dave
and I guess
Bennett.
by having it be set in a different time period, what this is going to allow the game makers to do is have some unique creative control over the universe.
Who's the guy?
And say, oh, well, see, it's not like Harry Potter because
Nearly
it's
Headless
earlier,
Nick,
the
that's
time's
his name.
different, and
Thank
yada,
you,
yada,
Storm
yada.
Martin.
Nearly Headless Nick. Thank you, Zen
Yeah.
Shuriken, for clarifying. His name is Nearly Headless Nick, the ghost. So, if you were hoping for
Think
this
the
game
Harry
to be all
Potter
your favorite
series of
characters from the Harry
media.
Potter franchise, if you were hoping to kick Voldemort squarely in the balls and punch Tom Riddle right in the nose, you're not going to be able to do that.
Yeah,
all right?
because
Just so
Harry
you know.
Potter is beating fucking Voldemort. Voldemort can't be your fucking villain when he's Harry Potter's villain. That would mean you get to cuck Harry Potter. This is bizarre. Why would you want to do that?
DLC content. But in the main
Yeah, that
game,
would suck.
you can't do that.
That'd be
stuff.
stupid. You can't beat the main villain.
The universe looks pretty darn good. Now, just for clarification purposes here, so everyone knows, I am not a hardcore Harry Potter fan.
Yeah,
never
my
read the
soulmate is. She liked this a
all the
lot.
movies. Some of the movies I saw multiple times.
You like
I
the state of
some
play a
the
lot.
movies. I think
We
some of
watched
the
it
movies
last
are
night.
quite cheesy and not so good. But in general,
Cheesy as in what? As in a thing that is a fantasy fairy tale for children and young adults? Cheesy like that?
enjoyed the universe of
You
Harry
don't
Potter
say,
and the
Phil.
plotline. I do like all the lore created around it and how it feels like a unique universe that kind of stands alone from other, pop culture universes. Although, admittedly, when I see some of the crazy hardcore fans out there that go so insane for this universe, you kind of like, oh, brother. It's kind
Okay.
of like with Star Trek and the Trekkies and stuff.
Yeah, it's just kind of like with the fighting game dudes.
Star Wars nerds, and now you've got
Isn't it?
the crazy ass
Isn't it?
Harry Potter fans, right?
Isn't it like on the Smash tournaments where dudes smell too much and they have to disqualify them because they smell too much? That's very suspicious. So what?
So that being said,
okay?
all the things that you would want in the game are in there. Meaning,
This was like an FYI. Just FYI, fuck the fans. They make me cringe.
For a student at Hogwarts. And one of the things that I definitely saw in the footage shown is that it kind of looks like Bully. You're growing up at Hogwarts, you're learning the spells, you're going to classes and completing mini games
Like
and
Bully,
challenges.
man. A game where you go to school.
Level up your character like Bully. The game everyone wanted Rockstar to make, and Rockstar apparently was going to make a sequel to, and then they canceled
Does Bully
it.
have magic in it?
More DLC content and milk Grand Theft Auto Online and Grand Theft Auto 5 for the 47th time. Bully! So someone else said, well, fuck them. If they're not going to make it, we will.
Games take time to develop, DSP. We had Red Dead 2 a couple of years ago. And Red Dead 2 is a very, very sophisticated and expensive game that took a lot of years to make. So yeah, shut the fuck up. And here's what surprises me about him is he's gonna be that guy who just expects new massive games to be made all the time. And at the same time has been in the industry for 10, 15 years. And still doesn't realize that games take a long time to make. And cost a ton of money. And there's a massive amount of risk involved.
So they did.
But okay, dude, you should make all the games that I want now.
Interestingly enough,
and they should come out when I want them to come out. For my stupid schedule.
Fable. And that's a good thing. I miss Fable.
Okay.
I think that Fable...
Okay, so this game is like this game plus this game. Thank you, DSP. Whose tweet did you read?
Was a good gaming...
This is the coverage you get from this asshole, by the way. Yeah, I saw this game trailer. It looks like this game plus this game, and it's cool. But it might not be cool, man, because there is some controversy that I read on Twitter.
franchise.
Get a load of this.
That style of open world exploration,
Watch this drive.
questing, combat looks pretty interesting to me when combined with the Harry Potter universe. In fact, one of the unique things is definitely the magic use and the dueling. Not that I understand how it's going to work, because there's no way they could fully explain the entire engine within a promotional video like this.
What did you miss? Nothing much. We just started talking about Hogwarts Legacy.
You know, it looks like there's strategy to it. Like maybe there's a spell that slows
There's
your
a lot
enemy,
more to go.
removes the shield,
Yes.
levitate, do a combo, push them back.
Yeah,
stuff
they said
like
there's
that.
a
It's not
bunch of
just,
stuff.
Like, blast them with energy.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's more like level on level on level of stacking spells that might become a unique combat flow. And how have you ever done stuff like that in a game before? You know,
What?
Me probably
Yes.
not. Maybe you guys have played games like that. Maybe
Yeah, there've been games like this. Was it Magica? Magica was it called?
But it certainly looks interesting.
Yeah, this was a pretty hype as fuck game, and in this one you can make your own like magic and stuff, right?
Outside, like the periphery characters, the ones that
think
didn't
so,
get
right?
necessarily
And
highlights.
there are other games that have combos of stuff and have a lot of combos. Have you ever done this in a game before? Ooh, me, I don't know, man. He's played hundreds of games, never made a game with like combos, magic combos. This didn't exist.
But the races that aren't humans, you know, looks like they're going to be featured in this game. Some unique creatures that were not in the movies. And because the game is open world, it doesn't just take place at Hogwarts. It means you're gonna have opportunities.
This is a mouth breather take. I don't want takes like this. If I was gonna look for somebody's coverage, they better be a fucking fan of the series. Oh, there's gonna be a beast that is not in the movies or the books or whatever. What is it? What does it do? What is it? Tell me something. Tell me something insightful that I can't learn by going and watching the state of play myself. Why would I listen to a guy retelling what is happening really badly? Why would I listen to this? I can just go watch it myself.
You need to go to dungeons and
It's a good state of play, by the way. If you haven't seen it, go check it out.
locations. It sounds
Make your own mind about the game.
Okay, it does. It sounds really good. Now, will it translate to a good game? I don't know. A lot of the times you see promotional materials for this kind of stuff.
Okay.
You're like, oh,
so
it
it's
looks
still
good
an
on
I don't
paper.
know.
It
It's still an I don't know opinion.
Sounds good on paper.
I don't know
But then you
anything.
actually play.
But here's my coverage.
You know, I guess we'll see. For now, what I will say is this was a really good way to introduce the game fully for the first time. All we had was little screenshots and snippets and guessing and conjecture about the game up to this point. This state of play answered a ton of questions about the game and actually showed a significant amount of gameplay footage that makes the game look quite good. Okay, in fact, it's actually quite funny because
what's up with the pre-stream podcast art? This is the one he has for Elden Ring. This is the frame he got. And the Hogwarts Legacy picture that is just slapped lazily on the screen is his way of telling you what he is talking about. That's what he does now. This is the amount of effort that he started to put up a fucking picture on the screen so you know what he's talking about.
Immediately posting up things like, now this is how you promote a game. Hogwarts Legacy is the Starfield killer. Why are people saying that?
Are you out of your mind?
Well,
are you sick?
Despite the fact that Starfield, the
you have a fever?
open world RPG.
Oh, it's the fucking again. This is like console wars. This is such a wheelchair take. This is like console wars. Oh, there's people saying, man, listen this. This is gonna beat this other game. And then he gives you this face. And this is a 40-year-old dude who has nothing to add to any conversation happening in any circle of any amount of people ever in life, in a society.
Why are people saying that?
Why are people saying that? Well, it's gonna kill this other game that is very different and takes place in space. This game is in space. And the other game is a game about Harry Potter that I'm not gonna play because I'm not a fan of Harry Potter. Like, my girlfriend's gonna play it. I'm probably gonna watch her like a DSP watch cat.
The upcoming supposed open world RPG set in a space or sci-fi setting being made by Bethesda is, you know, everyone's talking about it and hyped about it, but have we actually seen much or any actual gameplay of Starfield? No.
Okay.
In fact,
and what makes you think that you can say that this game that we just first saw gameplay for is gonna beat this other game that we've seen nothing for outside a weird cinematic trailer, which is the same shit we saw with Elder Scrolls 6, if you remember. Yeah, we got a trailer for that too.
Just this week, they released a tiny little snippet that there will be some kind of a robot companion, and they show the robot companion in socks or something.
But yeah, that game is suspicious, and I'm probably gonna wait for a review from the Escapist before I consider it, or maybe Skill Up, not Dark Side Phil, because he's trash, and he's gonna play it later.
We haven't seen any gameplay. We have no idea.
Waiting for you guys to pass this section so you don't get spoiled.
This game is, yet the game is being hyped as what's supposed to be one of the biggest releases of this year.
Okay.
How do you get hyped for something you still don't know about?
You associated with the company and the publisher and the people working on it, and the information that you currently got, and the buzzwords, which the buzzwords in this situation are mega heavy, because the buzzwords are Skyrim and space, and then people go crazy. Which it might be Skyrim in space. Who fucking knows? We're gonna see someday.
You know,
but until then, just press X every day. Press X.
Oh, it's Bethesda, so it's gonna be good. I'm not like that, you know. Like,
no.
listen.
What? Who said it's Bethesda, so it's gonna be good? Are you legit? Did they say the same thing for Fallout 76? Dude, Bethesda. It's a great game. Buy Fallout 76. But it bricked my PC, and they shipped me a helmet that is actually toxic. That's okay, man. It's Bethesda. It's good. But they gave me a bag that's made out of canvas. It's a shitty bag. It's like nylon garbage. Dude, it's Bethesda. Shut up.
I love Fallout.
I love
Elder
Fallout.
Scroll.
Yeah, he said Fallout 4 is a mixed bag. Gave it like a 9.75. This is the guy. This is the guy. The Mariana Trench on his head. This is the dent.
That doesn't mean I just give Bethesda a pass and assume whatever.
Yeah, look another one. Fall Gout.
They've had misses as well as
This
hits.
is funny.
I mean, Fallout 76 is still a piece of dog shit. So yeah, I don't just give them a pass. Oh, it's gonna be
I
amazing.
also didn't like Fallout 4 kind of at all. Kind of at all. They just added a bunch of shit, kind of Ubisoft style with the not the crafting, but the building mechanics, nonsense like that. And the story and the dialogue choices, just very much a mixed bag.
So, in regards to Hogwarts Legacy, them actually going the extra mile and showing a ton of gameplay, explaining things about the game and the game engine and the game world, answering the questions people have been asking for like 2 years. This is exactly how you should be promoting your game. I think they did a really great job with the promotion of Hogwarts Legacy with this state of play yesterday. But again, interestingly enough, it's funny that it was a state of play. It's a cross-platform game, and I feel like this being on a state of play, that some people actually got the wrong idea. I genuinely
you fucking mouth-breathing sack of shit. You do realize that with all the purchases going on of major publishers, Activision, fucking all that shit going on, like it happened in the beginning of the year, and PlayStation buying Bungie and so on, they want to give, I guess, the gaming community the whole comfort of knowing that their games are not going to be exclusive and excluding certain groups of people. So why not have a state of play about a game that you're confident in and promote it so you can make a larger revenue across multiple platforms? It sounds perfectly legit to me. And dude is just sitting here confused, and he's wondering about what people on Twitter are saying instead of thinking a little bit. And I might be wrong, but at least I'm trying to think. At least I think some of this might be a good idea. At least I try.
That it's a Sony exclusive. It's not. You could play it on Xbox, but people didn't get that impression from the state of play because it was from Sony. You know, maybe Sony thought
people
this
didn't
game was
get that
really good.
impression. Can people look it up? Let's see Hogwarts Mystery. Let's see how long am I gonna be confused. Okay. Will there be romance? Of course, this is what it's gonna say. Hogwarts Mystery. This is some mobile game by Jam City. Big ups, Jam City. Is it Hogwarts Mystery? Am I tripping? Yeah, Hogwarts Legacy, bro. Mystery is the other shit. Hogwarts Legacy. They're making a whole ass thing of it. Okay, this is Wikipedia. Wow, platforms: PlayStation 4, Xbox Series X, Series S, Xbox One, PlayStation 5, Nintendo Switch, Microsoft Windows. Well, I'm not very confused anymore, am I? Wow. What a wonder modern technology is. People
And
are
therefore
confused on the
wanted
internet.
The advertisement rights, like maybe they have a contractual agreement to advertise the game for the makers of the game, because they think they can make good money on it or something. I don't know. I don't know how this works. But
Maybe
definitely
they
it
were
looks good.
forced at gunpoint by a monkey with a machete or something. I don't know.
To me, and now I'm actually quite interested in more information about it, and I can't wait to find out more about it over the course of the year. And by the way, holiday
You can play it on a
2022,
Switch. That's probably why the
Depending on when it releases.
graphics fidelity looks a little bit questionable.
You know-
because it's not just an old gen game; it's also going to be on the Switch.
It releases in October. Chances are there's 20
But it's
other
also,
games.
if you've played the Hogwarts Mystery, this is the game that I brought up earlier, that it was a mobile game that came out a couple years ago, and DSP also talked about it. And I seen my girlfriend play it, and that shit is a gacha game through and through. Because at some point, you just gotta wait for timers that are 10 hours long, 12 hours long, so on and so forth. Now, that game, if you know anything about it, is that they love milking the fuck out of you. So maybe the reason why Hogwarts Legacy is gonna be on every single platform under the sun is because they want to make a lot of revenue. And look at what it says here. Warner Brothers Interactive Entertainment. Hey, these people are known for liking a lot of money. They'll love it. They love it.
But if it releases in like sometime in December, typically December is a very slow gaming month because most people want to get their games out 2 months before to get those boosted sales for Christmas. But let's say they release it like first or second week of December, it could actually really fill in a gap at the end of the year. So I guess we'll see what happens. Well, I'm excited for this game. Now, actually, after seeing the state of play last night, I'm actually stoked. I'm actually, pumped. And I had zero interest. I'm
Yeah,
not even
Warner
kidding.
Brothers,
I had
they
zero
tend to have a lot of microtransactions. As you can see with Shadow of War, that was a big one because it was a single-player game with loot boxes
interest in Hogwarts
and a
Legacy
massive
until the state of play.
grinding
The state of play absolutely
bonanza.
positively did its job.
So yeah, it's gonna be crazy.
Okay. Now, of course,
Now with this
everything
burp,
that I just talked about,
we transition into the bad stuff.
it's from a gamer's perspective. Okay.
Now we go on Twitter.
Now we have to talk about drama.
Why do we have to talk about drama? You can just talk about the game, right? The game is kind of independent of the drama. Considering J.K. Rowling just wrote Harry Potter, I guess is she involved in this?
Okay.
She actually doing the story writing for this?
So, after
I
this
don't know.
Hogwarts Legacy state of play finished on the internet yesterday, immediately I start to see posts on social media.
Oh yeah, Mortal Kombat 11. Yeah, how could I forget?
Absolutely positive.
That also has
Nothing
a bunch
whatsoever
of
to do with the game or what people
microtransactions.
just saw.
You're right.
Instead, I start to see posts, which I knew were going to happen, all right, about this game right here. No. What I start to see are people saying, well, it's all well and good, but I'm boycotting Hogwarts Legacy. I'm not going to talk
Okay.
about it. I'm not
Go
going to
ahead.
play it. I'm not going to cover it. Now, I'm not just talking regular people. I'm talking prominent games journalists. I'm
Okay.
talking
He is.
big-time
They're still regular
creators,
people.
people who
They're not kings and queens. Prominent journalists. You hate them, right? You hate the prominent games journalists. Why are you putting them on a fucking pedestal? They're just random assholes.
are known in the industry.
There's not just average people, man. It's Jason Schreier is gonna declare that he's whatever, and probably won't.
As someone who would cover something like this, and people look to them for opinions, for coverage,
Just like you.
The fact that someone already immediately, on the moment essentially that this was announced, with actual
No.
data behind it
No,
to
no,
tell you
no.
what the game was, the fact that immediately people came out on the internet and said, I'm boycotting it.
No, it was even before that, when it was announced. Now they said it because now was the state of play. So now it is relevant. You know what I mean? But yeah, he wouldn't know anything about relevancy because he doesn't have any.
If you're an outsider and you don't know the situation, you may be completely perplexed on what's going on.
Are you an
So
outsider?
let's talk a little bit about it.
He's not an outsider.
Oh.
He's gonna talk about it as if he knows anything about it.
Ladies and gentlemen, Hogwarts Legacy is based on Harry Potter.
Okay.
Harry Potter is a book series
Oh,
that
really?
was turned into a movie series
Oh, really?
that was turned into 500 other pop culture spin-offs, including major theme park attractions and rides, other spin-off movie series, an insane amount of merchandise.
Big Ups Black Mate 666 asking for any gold dust?
In the 2000s,
Not yet, but now we're getting into it. This is the gold dust segment. Strap in.
Since then, it still remains prominent.
It's gonna be an
but has
abomination.
absolutely fallen off in popularity, with the most recent Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them movies kind of falling underneath critical acclaim and basically saying, yeah, they're really trying to drag out the Harry Potter franchise without actually having Harry Potter in it. Should these movies even exist? There's controversy around the casting of those movies and shit. I don't even want to get into that.
Like what, Amber Heard?
But
oh no, it was Johnny Depp. Amber Heard's not in that one. They didn't want Johnny Depp in this, which is bizarre considering he did nothing wrong, as far as I know.
Around Hogwarts Legacy, you have to understand the controversy around the
you don't,
creator
DSP.
and original
Please,
writer
no,
of the Harry
don't.
Potter
Don't,
books.
DSP, no. No, Phil. You don't know anything about this. And so do I. I don't know anything about this. That's why I'm not gonna try and give him a response.
J.K. Rowling.
But he doesn't know anything. He's about to fuck himself massively.
J.K. Rowling, for a very long time, was regarded as one of the best cultural writers. That she had created this
really
unique universe. That
the best writers. I don't know about quality. I just know people like her stuff. I don't know about one of the best writers. Maybe she is.
For everyone. And a lot of people actually associated their childhoods and developmental years with Harry Potter, whether it be the books or the movies themselves. And so, somebody said, "Get that photo off your stream." Oh my God.
And of course, he put on the picture on this.
You may be saying, "What's the big deal? What are you talking about? What's the controversy here?" Does the controversy have anything whatsoever to do with Harry Potter? No. Sadly, as what tends to happen with pop cultural icons, creators, and other people in the entertainment industry, when they leave their comfort zone of what they're good
Black
at,
Mage. I'm gonna respond after this brief segment,
basically,
so we don't fuck it up.
Really, authorities on.
Even though this is not live.
And in the case,
yeah, this is not live. Fuck it. Big ups for a super chat. Imagine your brain being so fried by alcoholism, you think you have to pig explain one of the most popular franchises in the world. But this was legit an actual bit. Hey, you guys, if you don't know, Harry Potter was a book and then a movie. Well, thanks.
J.K. Rowling, the major controversy around her is that over the years she said some pretty inflammatory, controversial, and very, very, how do I say, troublemaking things.
Just like DSP.
To gender identity, trans people,
I know. I know. His opinion is gonna be that he just wants everybody to be happy. That's what he wants.
In general, but also to children.
I just want everybody to be happy. Oh, but why are you talking about it? This is the controversy. I'm not here to talk about that. So you're trying to have your cake and eat it too.
This is definitely not the topic of my podcast. Okay. We're
what?
not here to talk.
Then why are you gonna talk about it? So you can shit on other people.
About whether she's right or wrong. We're not here to talk about.
Bro, this is just a Twitter thread.
Of vitriol that's been thrown against her because of her comments in the last decade or so. That this kind of came out. That these were her opinions, and people were very adamant.
Is he gonna project himself on her that she got bullied because of the offensive things she said? Is she a completely different person now? Is she an interactive streamer?
Against said opinions on the internet. But because these comments came out, all right, and she basically, rather than saying, "Oh, I'm very sorry that I caused controversy," she basically doubles down every chance she gets saying these comments.
Oh, unlike DSP.
A lot of people don't like her anymore. And a lot of people have actually said that they are shocked, appalled, and basically incredibly disturbed that they grew up with a universe.
A lot of people say that if you walk until the edge of the earth, you're gonna fall off. Does that mean it's real?
Potter as part of their lives.
A lot of people are saying, this is like, I hate the way he fucking talks about it, man. I fucking hate the way he talks about everything. Hey, there's a lot of people saying this. DSP, I'm listening to you. I'm not listening to them. You can show me some proof of what they're saying, not just fucking put words in their mouth. But maybe they are. A lot of people say a bunch of shit.
You know, they felt protected, they felt like they were included, they felt like this was a safe place for them to think about or enjoy the Harry Potter books and movies. And now, because of her comments that have absolutely nothing to do with Harry Potter, they feel like all of that's been destroyed. They feel like wow, you shattered my thought process about what I was
shattered
growing
my
up
thought
liking.
process, bro.
You know what I'm saying? And so what was very interesting about the way that people reacted to the whole Hogwarts Legacy state of play yesterday is that there aren't people who don't like the game. There aren't people who don't like what the game is. There's people who just don't like J.K. Rowling anymore.
Yeah.
Who come out and say, well, because of what happened with her and her controversy, there is absolutely no way that I'm going to talk about Hogwarts Legacy. Like,
Okay.
I'm literally
Then
going
don't.
to forget that the game exists. I'm going to pretend like it was never created, and I'm going to act
Okay.
like, you know, it's just not there. What are you talking about? What's Hogwarts Legacy? I never heard of
Okay.
it. Like someone cast.
Okay,
like, a
they
Men
can
in
do
Black
whatever they want.
flash
It's
you
like,
with their
what?
little flashy thing.
Why is it so important what some people think that are game journalists? Fuck them. I don't give a shit.
My memory, like it doesn't exist.
Do I have my own opinion?
Right.
I'm very confused.
Now this is so
Can I have my own opinion?
weird because
I don't
it
know.
creates a contentious point about the whole situation.
Okay.
So wait a minute. If you talk about Hogwarts Legacy, does that mean you're okay with what J.K. Rowling has said about gender and you know,
No.
trans people and everything?
No.
No, it doesn't.
Obviously, no. Obviously, no.
Not at all. Okay? Let me clarify something here, ladies and gentlemen. Okay?
Clarify
This game,
something.
Hogwarts Legacy,
Oh, and we switched the thumbnail so we can see.
not written
This
by
is such
J.K.
an
Rowling.
interactive stream.
was not created by
Okay.
J.K. Rowling. It's not
Okay.
being promoted by J.K. Rowling. In fact, J.K. Rowling has absolutely nothing to fucking do with this game.
Oh, so it's the situation where George Game of Thrones Martin has more to do with Elden Ring than I guess J.K. Rowling has to do with a Harry Potter game, which is a very interesting fact.
Did she create the universe?
It's just a
behind it?
random fact, I guess.
Yes. But outside of that, this is an original work that has absolutely nothing
So hold
to do
on.
with J.K. Rowling.
Hold on. All right. Of course, she's gonna make royalties off it because it's her IP. I guess in some way she's gonna get paid. Obviously, she's gonna benefit. But hold on. So his whole stance on this was anti the game journos. So they shouldn't be pissed because she has nothing to do with this.
So the fact that when they announce this game, people immediately say, well, sorry, not going to talk about it because J.K. Rowling.
Okay.
Like,
They can do whatever they want. They can boycott anything, DSP. People boycotted Chick-fil-A because they sponsored conversion therapy or some shit. I don't know shit about this. But Kanye promoted them back when he had his Trump phase. Yeah, people boycott all kind of shit all kind of the time.
Like,
Is
what
it
are you talking about?
like a weird thing? They should boycott Ubisoft games because people get fucking sexually assaulted making those. And they're not even that good anyways.
All right. Yeesh. And the more and more that I think about this situation,
This is a worthless segment. All he did was bring up actual controversy that is gonna only divide everybody. And nothing was
Yes, I'm gonna go in
accomplished
another
from this
direction with
segment.
this podcast. You
And now we're going in another direction.
guys were never expecting. The more and more that I think about this situation,
You haven't thought about it at all. That's why this is a freestyle. This is just rambling.
think about another situation that maybe isn't on as clear or direct of a scale, but a situation that was still incredibly similar.
Gonna
all
compare
right,
it to yourself.
What's kind of happened here with the whole Hogwarts Legacy situation, and it's kind of a unique situation where I think we'll maybe emphasize this a little bit more. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, yes, for the first time ever in any of my content, this morning we are going to talk about the excellent adventures of Gutex and Mike Ross.
What? Bro, I have absolutely no idea. I'm gonna go make myself a coffee, enjoy this. I have no idea who fucking Gutex is or Ross. I don't even know which one any
Ladies
of
and
them
gentlemen,
is.
there was a unique
What the
time in
fuck is
fighting game
this?
Community around 2009.
Somebody can't hold me through the segment,
fighting game
please.
community was completely reinvigorated. It had
Fighting game
effectually
community.
been dead.
And he did this to fucking run away from talking about actual controversy. He's talking about these fucking weird dudes.
Yeah.
They're just chilling.
There were new fighting games that had come out, but no new
From like 1,000 years ago, fighting game segment.
Fighter installments had ever released in
Yo,
about
this guy finds a way to, anytime you have any interest in what he's gonna say or where the segment's gonna go, it just ruins it all. It's always underwhelming, always. That's a talent. Oh yeah, big ups to everybody saying it's the PogChamp guy. It does look like him.
years, and because of that,
Now I know
Street
why, because
Fighter
it's him.
was just a grassroots movement. But in 2009, Street Fighter 4 released, and when Street Fighter 4 released, the entire community was reinvigorated. You had pros from the ancient days, the OGs, coming back out of retirement to support the game, but you had an equal amount of steady newcomers who had seen that whole grassroots movement happen, were intrigued by it, but didn't necessarily get too interested in it until Street Fighter 4 came out. Two of those prominent figures were Gutek and Mike Ross. These were two guys who basically liked Street Fighter, but during that 2000s era, didn't necessarily get too heavily involved in it until the new game came out that became prominent. During the era of Street Fighter 4, these two guys became very, very notable personalities in the Street Fighter community.
What is happening in his chat? I'm not paying attention. I give so little of a fuck about the fighting game community.
Great players.
Legit. No, I don't hate it or anything. I just really don't care.
When they made a show called The Excellent Adventures of Gutex and Mike Ross. This was a very interesting show where it was just like two friends.
And the thing is, for him to explain to you how this makes any sense in the context of Harry Potter in controversy, he needs to explain the entire background of these two guys to people like me, because obviously he explains everything to everybody as if they've never seen anything like that before.
Sitting down on a couch.
It was just like massive, terrible analogy. Derailment, complete distraction.
Discussing the state of Street Fighter and everything around it. They would have special guests on the show, including prominent top players, but also celebrities. I mean, hell, they had Kenny Omega, one of the best pro wrestlers in the world, on their show. They had other content creators like Maximilian Dude. They had
Hey, shout out
like
to him.
Justin Wong,
He wishes he was him.
etc. I could go on and
Big
talk
ups
about
Black
this for a
Mage
very
Triple
long
Six
time,
for a super
but
check.
the point I'm
PogChamp
making
man
is these guys
is also a
were
crazy
absolutely
conspiracy nut now.
positively
Damn.
to some extent. And what I mean by that
Must
is
be
they were
all this time
popular
being a meme, bro.
fighting game terms.
Just seeing his
If you look
face
at the
everywhere
big
just
picture
makes
of the
the
internet,
guy go crazy.
Their show, which was called The Excellent Adventures of Gutek and Mike Ross, and their channel Cross Counter TV, was popular for the most part in the fighting game circles, meaning they would bring in
The way he talks about it, like he's an actual like Ray William Johnson level of guy, and this is like old fucking reference. Of course, you probably know who he is, but yeah, it's like he's a much bigger guy. Oh, their show, yeah, it was all right. It was all right.
They would get people watching their stuff in the scale of the fighting game community. Were
Yeah,
they
what about
breaking
your show,
millions of views
DSP?
on their videos or anything
Episode
like
what is
that?
this?
No, they were not.
Oh no, we
But
don't
they
have
were
a.
basically the top
This
guys
fucking trash.
to cover fighting games for a very long time.
And I'm so confused. This is gonna be a derailment because he's having a derailment of his own. Anyways, I'm so confused why the pre-stream isn't its own stream, and instead it's also a video that is published uncut, unedited. But I'm asking too many questions.
I'm only starting to lose prominence when other content creators started doing skits and stuff. I think like Maximilian Dude doing his Assist Me skits and stuff like that. That started to take a little bit more prominence.
Alright, I'm gonna go make a coffee. Enjoy
And
this
essentially,
engaging discussion.
These guys were incredibly popular for Street Fighter 4. Like, they really weren't known before Street Fighter 4. Alright, and then when Street Fighter 4 hit and they started covering it and they started doing the show, they became two top guys. I mean, Gutex, I believe, was on G4 TV at one point as a host. And so they basically were treated with much respect, okay?
Unlike Phil. Yeah, I'm still here. I'm trying to get up.
Something else happened during the popularity of Gutex and Mike Ross.
Okay, I'm probably playing Skyrim after this.
Sitting down in a room, filming some stuff in front of a green screen.
Oh, let me see.
While
This
they
is
were
gonna
filming,
be iconic
the
segment.
cameraman accidentally hit the camera.
Oh,
causing it to
okay.
shake. This was the reaction
Iconic.
that happened on the face of Gutex during that segment.
This is just how DSP became a meme, except he was masturbating, and this guy was just having fun. In front of a green screen as well. They had a green screen back in the day and good lighting.
And it was captured and immortalized because this face was so hilariously silly that it was put all over the internet as a meme. And when it became a meme, it took on a life of its own. And what I mean by that is that this phase is known as PogChamp. It's not known as Gootex, the competitive Street Fighter player, or Gootex from the show Excellent Adventures of Gootex and Mike Ross. It's PogChamp, something that everyone who used Twitch knew about, used constantly because it became a universal emote on Twitch, but no one actually knew really the origins of who it was, nor did they really care. All right? And so, not only could you argue that Gootex and Mike Ross were very prominent in one very isolated community, the fighting game community, but then also you could argue that Gootex had his own independent run as a cultural icon, becoming a universally used
This is the worst segment.
TV.
This is the worst segment. One of the worst segments in a long time.
So, you may be wondering why I'm talking about all
Yeah,
this,
legit.
right?
Why?
These guys sound like they were pretty darn popular. They were. They were actually, they made tons of money doing this.
Hey, the first thing we talk about is money. It's like with the graphics, man. First of all, the graphics are great. First of all, these people were making a lot of money. It almost makes it easy to tell where DSP's priorities are. The money and the graphics.
They won tournaments. They
Mr.
were
Superficial.
hot shit during that time period. Okay? And I'm not here to comment on the validity of that. I'm not here to comment on if I liked the content personally. I could never sit through more than 5 minutes of one of their shows, but that's my personal opinion. Like, I never found them funny or engaging or entertaining. A lot of people did. So because I didn't like it doesn't mean it's not good. It just means it's not my cup of tea. You understand? Of course, there was some bad blood between me and these guys back then because they talked shit about me. I didn't even know who they were, yet.
Did they now fall out of prominence?
I don't.
Are they are they irrelevant?
I really
don't
have
know.
no clue.
This is actually really funny having this picture of the PogChamp of the PogChamp guy looking at DSP. This is so bizarre.
And that's where I'm leaving it. That's my
It's just the PogChamp guy on DSP stream. And if you weren't watching this live and got any kind of context about this, you would think this is a troll video. It's just got the PogChamp dude.
Involvement in it. I'm now taking myself out of it. Okay.
It's his own fucking stream. He's
may
being
say,
his own biggest troll.
okay, so what the hell does all this have to do with Hogwarts?
And it's just
Legacy and
flailing.
J.K. Rowling?
He's okay. Before we get the explanation, he's flailing. There's grease flying everywhere. PogChamp guy.
Answer that question for you.
I love this.
Well, like
and
everything.
let's see the actual connection relation between YouTubers and J.K. Rowling.
Things get popular, and then they fall out of prominence. During the mid-2010s, we're talking around the time around 2015, Street Fighter 4 effectively was dying. And so Street Fighter 5 hype began. The beta came out in 2015. The actual game came out in
Street Fighter 5? Street Fighter 5? Why? Why are we talking about this? Street Fighter 5. Shit, man. This dude has beef with several things in his life that he just cannot and will not ever let go of.
For some odd reason.
Street Fighter 5.
Hold on.
We have a picture of
These
Street Fighter 5? Okay.
Stopped being pertinent. I don't know why. If really the appeal of them was their personalities and their expertise on Street Fighter, you would have thought that that would have carried over to Street Fighter 5 and there wouldn't have been a problem with them maintaining their popularity. But
maybe they had stuff going on in their personal lives, which we didn't know much about, probably. I don't know those guys, but probably they didn't have vlogging channels and monetize their entire life, so you can see everything they were doing all the time. Probably. That's why you're guessing DSP. And we know exactly why you fell out of prominence. We know exactly why. But you are guessing about PogChamp and his dude.
For whatever reason, and from what I can see on the internet, there's a lot of differing opinions on this. These two guys definitely fell out of prominence, and their show went from getting at some point over 300,000 viewers per episode down to barely being able to pull in like 20,000 viewers an episode. A lot of the times it looked like they really wanted to hang on to Street Fighter 4 and not move on to Street Fighter 5 for whatever reason. The rumor is that Mike Ross literally detested Street Fighter 5, and because of that, he really didn't want to continue to do the show anymore because he didn't want to cover it and basically lost passion with making YouTube videos. Well, you know, I can actually 100% understand that.
Whoa, what?
I hate Street Fighter 5.
Yo, he took... This is like those dudes that go on Wikipedia, right? dudes that go on Wikipedia and try and get from butter to Dark Souls just by clicking the links. This is the weirdest fucking segment. And in the end, it's all about him again. We were talking about J.K. Rowling, we were talking about controversies, then we were talking about PogChamp. And now we're back on Phil. Hey, you guys, I know how it feels, this thing about YouTube.
And if
you for real?
I were a content creator that only made content focusing on Street Fighter.
And he's jerking himself off again. Man, I'm such a good content creator. Good thing I'm not like PogChamp guy. He fell out of relevance. He couldn't even get 20,000 views. Speaks the guy with 500 views.
Like these guys.
This is madness.
I probably also would have quit. I'm not kidding. I hated Street Fighter V that much that I would not have forced myself to cover the game.
Right,
so
thank you for the
reason,
coverage.
These guys fell out of prominence, and eventually...
Those Wikipedia dudes, though, they're fun as fuck. I've played that game, too. It's really fun.
...appeared from the internet. You didn't really
just get some friends and it gets really entertaining.
The Cross Counter TV channel still exists, all right? And you can watch all their archived shows over there.
Okay.
You know, they kept going for years, even though no one was really watching their content.
No one was watching it. Let's find this. Let's find this. Because I'm tired of this guy speaking with abstract bullshit fucking terms. What is this called? Gutex, right? Gutex? Was it that? Cross Counter TV, right? They're still doing stuff. By the way, having less subs than Phil, getting more views than Phil. Somehow, because they leave their stream to be up. Do they have 100 likes? This is a nice fighting game stream. No, only 85. Unfortunately, 85 likes on this. Very sad moment. But they still do their shit. I don't even fucking know. I'm looking at some dudes. This is... Alright. What is this? I wanted to share these videos about how to get better... Well, what? Is this some... I don't know. I'm going down a rabbit hole right now. Anyways, if this is the channel in question, this still gets some views. I don't know about the PogChamp guy. I don't know about the other guy. I don't know shit about this. I just wanted to do my own sort of research.
Gutex tried to hold down the channel by himself.
But of course, nobody cared. And this is the guy who gets big engagement. He tells you engagement is great today. What are we talking about? What is this engagement? What is this? 500 views engagement? Very engaging? This terrible shit. 400 views 13 hours ago. 196 views 13 hours ago. Daily Rap has less than 600. I released a song about a fucking banana and got more than this. Come on, DSP, stop being a fucking scrub. Talking about other people, making it about yourself every time. It's not about you. Not everything is about you.
Yada, it's basically become history. You know, people who were there at the time.
Fucking narcissist, man.
And everyone else forgot they ever existed. However...
And they forgot they ever existed. Exactly. The way he fucking talks about those people, man. It's always, even if he didn't mean to be disrespectful, he was disrespectful. And you know he meant to be, because he's a fucking asshole.
At the time, remember them? And everyone else forgot they ever existed.
Yeah, alright. Whoever remembers them, everybody else forgot. Do they have trolls?
However, this face remained prominent because it was a universal emo on Twitch.
Okay.
So even if you had forgotten...
Just like your busting face. Just like if you've forgotten that this shitty fucking scumbag begs for tips every day, you're still gonna remember when he masturbated on a live stream. Because he's a living meme. This is the same, it's the same, right?
Done in the past, this kept Gutex...
Becomes King of Prominence from Gutex to Gugats. That's what you got.
No one knew that it was Gutex.
No one knew, man.
So, to get...
Yeah, it's called PogChamp. It's not called Gutex. That's how I knew him from PogChamp.
Fast
the dude that did the
forward
PogChamp.
2020.
This is iconic. This is what a fucking stream. What a fucking stream. What did he do? What did he do on this?
Actually, I think looks worse than his.
Way worse.
Seriously.
He has some complexion in his skin. You haven't gone out at all. And his facial hair is not as patchy.
Seriously, I think I actually right now look worse than Gutex in this picture. Even though this picture was taken to try to emphasize that he had changed his appearance. Look at me.
That he had changed
like a big
his
bloated
appearance.
fucking face,
yeah, you are.
Right?
Yeah.
So, this is not a fucking looks contest or anything like that, all right?
Yeah, this is the guy.
In
what is
2020,
this is the guy.
Right, Gutex tried to...
actually uglier than him. Of course you are. You look like this.
Returned to his channel, made a video talking about how hard it was and what a grind it was to be a competitive Street Fighter player.
Okay.
And it
more successful than you, by the way.
Resonated with a lot of people who had been part of that community at that time. A lot of people thought it was very simple to just be a competitive player. I personally can understand where he's coming from because I was a pro player at Super Turbo during a time when it wasn't prominent at all. There was no sponsorship, no part.
He didn't mean to bully him about his looks, but he basically did because he was like, you know, actually, I right now am uglier than him. Look at me, I'm an ugly bastard, implying that the other guy's ugly, which I don't really see anything bad about him. It's like his facial hair is all right. I guess his actual hair is a little bit weird, but whatever. DSP has actual, like, issues that stem from him not taking care of himself. Like the fucking goatee being disgusting unshaven, his skin having absolutely no complexion, hair being greasy as fucking thin all over the place.
It was an insane grind to stay good, and actually you had to travel everywhere because there was no consistently good online play with the games at that time. You had to play people in person, so even to some extent it was more of a grind during the time when I was a pro player than even when Gutex was, alright?
This, by the way, relates to Harry Potter.
Okay. What ended up happening afterward is kind of infamous. It's kind of sad.
Like when you jerked off?
Basically, Gutex.
Like when you begged for tips?
When COVID hit, he became one of these conspiracy theorist nutjobs. He started saying things on his Twitter account to his followers. Now, we're talking people who, hundreds of thousands of people who used to watch his content on a regular basis. And he started
I hate this idea of quote-unquote conspiracy theory nut job. Because you're already making him look bad before I even know what he said. And he's not even gonna say what he said. What was the conspiracy theory? I just wish I knew.
Things such as the COVID vaccine was fake or a hoax.
I just want to know what he's talking about. I'm not necessarily agreeing with him. I just want to see what he said.
Side effects.
But I'm not gonna go do the research. Let's just buy it from fucking DSP.
That could kill
Let's
you
just
or
listen
get
to
you sick
DSP.
or cause fertility problems, and that it wasn't proven that it worked. He would argue against masking up. He would argue against any kind of
Did
precautions
he, though?
to basically
I don't
stop people from getting sick. A lot of people would argue the things that he said and did were completely irresponsible when you have a fan base of people who look
Like
up to
you?
in some cases,
Like you, when you said I have your name, I have your address. Like you? Irresponsible.
This guy was very prominent in this.
Even though DSP doesn't go around talking about political shit and urging people to do stuff, so yeah. Big ups Black Mage for Super Chat. Pig hasn't shaved since the Obama administration. But during that time, at least he had a full goatee, man. Now it's just gone.
Community. And the fact that he would come out and start saying these things to his fan base that were very irresponsible and not even factually vetted. He was basically believing conspiracy theories online and then passing them off.
His chat is not even listening to this. Actually, they probably are. It's just what you see on my screen is outdated. We are 10 minutes in the past.
Basically, people started calling him out on his shit. He was on a podcast at one point with other Street Fighter players, and he started talking about this, and they were like, Gutex, you're killing me. Like, what are you talking about? I can't have this on my show. You're going to get me canceled for having you on the show. We got to shut this shit down. Okay? Now, you might say, why do we care what Gutex had to say about this stuff? It's a good question.
And now he's gonna change the picture
Let's
again.
continue. In early 2021, the infamous Capitol riot happened in Washington, D.C. A bunch of fucking loonies stormed the Capitol in an attempt to basically...
Oh, I know what this is. I know what this
one of
is.
the craziest
This
things
is
I've ever witnessed.
setting.
I haven't really publicly talked.
This is setting the foundation for a political podcast, and he's trying to feel his niche. He's trying to feel where he stands on stuff. He's trying to see how chat is gonna react to this. Are they gonna buy it? Are they gonna call him out? Is the support gonna be much higher than usual? Is it gonna be lower? So he's gonna go with like low risk topics like this, because this is just talking about fucking Gutex, and then progressively he's gonna transition into other stuff.
About it, because I think everyone has pretty much covered this and talked about how despicable and
Also, he said they want to overthrow the government, which was kind of confusing because even I know they didn't want to do that because kind of unreasonable.
Fuck the act was.
You expect you can do that?
People have been arrested, and a lot of them are going to jail for a long time for their very heinous actions. During the Capitol riots,
he is testing the waters.
All right, trying to storm the Capitol.
He's trying to
This
see.
individual went on his Twitter account calling them martyrs and saying that basically this should not stand, okay? Essentially, Gutex a fighting game player prominent for making a comedy show
Okay.
during the early to mid 2010s for Street Fighter 4 was effectively telling his followers that the insurrection was good and should continue.
It was the gravy train, baby.
That's what
I
he
was
was
making
actually telling
insane amounts of money. Like, dirty, rotten, this is way too much
big ups,
fucking money
Larry.
for just playing video games kind of money.
Big ups for the gravy train. Butter to Dark Souls in 11 clicks. World record speedrun. Yeah. Did you do it in 11 clicks? You should try. Go try it. On
Gee,
Wikipedia.
you think that might have a backlash? It was such a backlash. All right? That Twitch TV literally said we can't have this guy
They
on our
removed the
site anymore,
PogChamp?
even though none of
No.
you really even know who this guy is anymore. We gotta get rid of him.
Oh, you did
He
it?
cannot
Big
be a
ups.
universal emo on
Big
Twitch
ups for
anymore.
managing to do
All
it.
right. Now, of course, they completely botched it. At first, they said they were going to have all these different faces for PogChamp, and they alternated different people's faces, which then led those people to be completely attacked on Twitch. And then eventually, they settled in on a completely worthless emote that no one uses anymore. But the fact of the matter is that this guy, within 1 year of returning to the internet after basically kind of going away for a while, completely and utterly destroyed any kind of positive remembrances or reputation that he had for saying some of the stupidest.
Do you have any positive reputation, though? Do you have positive reputation? Because usually when you talk about shit like this, you either gonna be kind of respectful, but he's not. Because he's talking about other internet personalities, while at the same time being one. Or you should probably also have a good reputation behind you, and he doesn't.
Well-researched,
He doesn't.
poorly thought out, controversial, idiotic, dumb fucking things a human could say. I mean, wow. So how is this relevant?
How? I don't know.
I'll tell you exactly how this is relevant, okay?
J.K.
Because, ladies and
Rowling, she
gentlemen,
did the same thing.
You can look at Gutex and you can say, who is Gutex? Gutex was a guy who was a pro Street Fighter 4 player and a very prominent guy in pop culture around fighting games around that time period. All right? And you can say, well, you can still go back and you can watch The Excellent Adventures of Gutek and Mike Ross, and the show is still enjoyable. For some, I never enjoyed it, but many people did.
Nobody cares about
And you can
DSP.
remember that during that time period, the things that he said and did were funny and pertinent, and he didn't say these crazy shit back then. He was liked for the person that he was as a part of the fighting game community. And I think that that can stand alone as a moment in time, saying even if you don't like who he is today and what he's become, you can still look back at that moment and say that was
Big ups Black Mage for super chat. How does this plug into Harry Potter? We're listening to it right now. The explanation is 15 minutes long.
Street Fighter was prominent again, and he was at the forefront.
And there was absolutely no reason for him to go on this tangent. Absolutely no reason. He could have just said, hey, back in the day, you know, you can still like the art and not the artist or whatever. And you see, I just said it in one fucking sentence. You can separate the art from the artist.
Promoted it.
That's exactly what he means this whole time.
He you know, was part of the competitive nature of it. He was part of the hype of it. He was one of the big hype men at that time, right? You were just as excited to
Bro, you said this already.
high-level Street Fighter tournament as you were to hear these guys joke about stuff in the fighting game community the next week when their new episode.
Yo, this is the
At least that's
worst.
what people
This
tell
is
me.
the fucking
All right?
worst. And it's already been
go.
hour 15.
So,
okay, so we
let's
should
get
be
back to
done
the
soon.
subject of Hogwarts Legacy and
Not even
Rollins,
started with
okay?
tips. And now we're back on fucking, I was gonna say Star Wars, Harry Potter.
You might say, well, who cares what a prominent fighting game character, what a prominent fighting game player and content creator says about COVID and the Capitol insurrection? To which I respond, you're right, who does care? I don't care what the fuck Gutex has to say about that shit. Why would I?
You do. I mean, you do. You don't agree with it, but you cared enough to bring it up in the last, this is actually gonna be pretty easy to see. Like what, 10 minutes? 39, and this 21. It's more than that. It's like, let's say 10 minutes. More than that. Whatever.
If he was talking about maybe
You cared about it to bring it up as a comparison.
Street Fighter or something.
And now the fucking whole point, oh my god, I hate this. Now the whole point is who cares? This is the point. I quote, who cares about what he has to say? But he has to explain to me who fucking PogChamp guy is. And what he did and what he said. for this fucking long.
All right, then maybe I would care. But the fact that he comes out of nowhere and says this dumb shit about stuff he has nothing to do about. Now, is it incredibly irresponsible for him to do what he said and did? Yes. He has a following, and some people are just so stupid, they will listen to what he has to say.
Just like DSP.
The truth of the matter
Just
is
like
not that
DSP.
big of a deal.
Guy that's telling you he didn't change the fucking oil on his car because they didn't call him.
At this point, he's not an authority on those things. Why would anyone treat him as such? All right? J.K. Rowling is not a fucking authority on gender. Okay? You have to understand this. She never was. She never will be. Whether you agree or disagree with her opinions on gender and people who are trans and that kind of stuff, okay? That's your own opinion. You're entitled to it. But she is not an authority on this shit. So if she says inflammatory statements about gender and stuff, okay? Gotcha. Maybe some people are upset about that. Now, does that mean that we can't then look back at the things that she did in the past that were creative and fun, a universe she created that was very interesting and exciting for a lot of people? It was an escape from reality. It was the thing you were into.
And this is why this podcast is garbage. Because usually, when a conversation like this is happening, you would have a second person on this stream to talk to. So they can bounce off ideas and challenge each other and get at least halfway to some conclusion in something. And now the essence of this entire discussion, the entire fucking thing, this last half an hour, was separating the art from the artist.
Hobby, right?
Exactly what it was. And to do this, he needed to bring up PogChamp from 1,000 million years ago. And he needed to explain PogChamp's entire fucking life story. So in the end, he can say he did some shit and people were mad. But why are they mad?
Just like I said, like Star Trek or Star Wars, there was the Potter fans,
Star Wars?
and this was their own immersive
Success.
universe. I mean, hell, the Potter universe had more fucking movies than Star Trek.
Okay, so
see what I'm saying?
quantity and quality?
What I'm looking at this, and
Okay.
at this situation as
All right.
a logical human,
Sure.
I can
A
say,
logical
okay,
human.
did she say dumb shit? Of course. Maybe not. Maybe you agree with what she says, and I don't really care. Like I said,
Did she
I'm
say
not-
dumb shit? Maybe not. What? And he's... Bro! After this entire discussion, now we're sitting on the fence? We're sitting on the fence. Did she say dumb shit? Yes? Well, maybe no. But maybe you agree with it.
I'm not here to agree or disagree with what J.K. Rowling says.
You what? There is no fucking way.
Okay. Did she say dumb shit? Of course. Maybe not. Maybe you agree with what she says, and I don't really care. Like I said,
Where
not
is the
here
opinion?
to agree or disagree with what J.K. Rowling says.
I'm not here to agree or disagree. Wow, this is the worst fucking segment. Oh, holy shit, why is this even happening? Who is this guy? How does he talk like this? How does he get away with this? He can't keep getting away with it.
Okay?
Can't keep getting
Point I'm
away with
making
it.
here is that there are...
That is true. He has a whole slide about himself being an ally. And on this stream, everybody can feel accepted and friendly and everything, whatever. And now, did she say dumb shit? I don't know, man. Maybe, maybe not. I'm not here to give you my opinion. What is your opinion?
Times in life.
Because he doesn't even know. He didn't look up what she said. Just like I didn't look up what she said. That's why I don't have an opinion. But he fucking...
You have to realize not
Bro,
everything is just...
he brings it up. He makes it a topic. And in the end, he's like, I don't even know, man. Whatever. I just talked for 20 minutes straight and explained to you about fucking PogChamp.
Black and white.
Big ups,
And
PogChamp.
not everything is
Hey,
either
big ups,
100%
Healed versus
approval or
Babyface.
100%
For
disapproval.
finding this hilarious. Big ups for the baller alert, dude.
Baller alert. Calling out baller alert. Got no problems with baller
You
alert.
can disagree with the
And now we're
things
up
that
on
J.K.
disagreeing.
Rowling has said about gender, all right? You can. And just like you can completely disagree with the things that this gentleman said about COVID and the Capitol
But what
riot.
about... No. Because at some point, disagreeing turns into literally being wrong. Just like with DSP, because in these instances, fucking PogChamp and JK Rowling, I don't know shit about those people. But with DSP, I know shit. So with DSP, he's on the attitude that a lot of the times you can just agree to disagree, and you don't have to agree with him. But what if he's fucking wrong? What if he's actually fucking wrong? Can we then not only disagree, but call him out for being wrong and tell him why he's wrong? Fucking idiot.
And you could still go back and you can watch the excellent adventures of Gutex and Mike Ross and enjoy them.
Okay?
That's actually a logical.
So the art and the artist.
Now, yeah,
okay.
you might have a
could have said this in one
in
sentence.
your head that this guy is a complete irresponsible asshole who may have caused more harm than good to the world.
That was like 1,000 years ago, dude. If it was about DSP, he would talk your ears off about how much he's changed.
Still, you can go back to that time when he was actually prominent and funny and fun, and you can enjoy that content for what it
like
was
with
at
DSP.
the time, understanding that it existed at a certain point in time. Just like you can go and watch.
Stop switching
the
them.
state of
Stop
play on
switching them.
Hogwarts.
You're bad and you're clumsy. Stop doing it. Stop doing
Legacy
it.
and understand
It's
that-
a podcast anyways. I'm not supposed to be looking at this.
J.K. Rowling didn't make it, isn't involved in it, has nothing to do with it, and even if you don't like her comments on gender, this game could still be good. You don't actually have to be an obstinate idiot and say, oh, because I don't like something the creator of this universe said.
Oh, okay. So the game journals are idiots now. I thought in the beginning he agreed with them. But now they're being obstinate idiots. So he is taking a stand while sitting his entire ass through a fence. His entire ass is nailed on a fence.
That I feel is harmful.
But those people, they are idiots.
I can separate the artistic work from the idiocy of this opinion the person has that basically has
But what
nothing
if it's
to do
like,
with the artistic
all
work.
right, but what if it's really annoying? Okay, I'm gonna give you an example that we all know about because I watched this on the stream, and it's probably not all of us, but anyways, Jussie Smollett, that fucking asshole that pretended he got hate crime. Now, I was watching his show Empire, right? And I like the show. It's a really corny, cheesy, hilarious fucking show. And he plays a character who's a really good character. He's really fun and a really nice guy. But in reality, when I know that that guy is a fucking asshole, can I really enjoy that scene of him being a nice guy in the show and going through tough times and I'm supposed to support him? I think this goes from person to person, so I can't tell you that you're an idiot for doing this, but I personally can enjoy this because I know in real life he was an asshole.
J.K. Rowling is not an authority
But yeah, they are idiots.
on gender. So why do you hate everything she's
I
ever
like how I gave you a way more obscure reference than any of the reference that he gave you today. I gave you a fucking Jussie Smollett reference.
done in her life because you disagree
fucking Jussie
or find her
Smollett.
comments harmful?
It's like, yeah, okay, you can say about Chris Benoit. You can say about Kevin Spacey. You can say about Harvey Weinstein. About, you know, I like all the Tarantino movies he's produced, man, but now that I think about it, you know, he's a really terrible person. Will that make me enjoy them less? It's probably different for everybody. You might be able to completely disregard it. You might be able to be completely pissed off or offended or not want to have to do anything about it with it. So it goes, I guess, person to person. Because it's the same thing with, for example, flaws in video games. Let's say that in some game you have fucking mechanic that you don't like. And it might be a bad mechanic, objectively bad. But at some point it comes down to, does it actually bother you? Or you don't care? Or it really pisses you off? In which is, of course, it varies with everybody.
On gender. I don't understand this. This would be like saying Michael Jackson
And now we
never
give a,
made any good music
what?
because of all the controversies surrounding his personal life, the accusations against him.
No, that's not what anybody is saying. No, that would mean like you said that Harry Potter is bad because J.K. Rowling said some controversial stuff now. That's nothing like Michael Jackson. No.
Right?
No. You can, maybe it could be like a good comparison if you say, I can't stand Michael Jackson music because when I listen to him, I remember all the bad stuff he did, allegedly, apparently, or not allegedly, I don't fucking know.
There's been numerous notable documentaries. There's been court proceedings about this. I don't think we'll ever really have the answers about what really happened with Michael Jackson. Does that mean
And
that
also you can be a guy who can say, yeah, I know all the Michael Jackson stuff, I'm still bumping his music, or R. Kelly. I still listen fucking I'm a Flirt, bro, every day. I'm a Flirt is a lit song by R. Kelly. But the shit he's done, I hate it. I can't stand it. But I'm a Flirt is a banger.
Jackson's music sucked?
No, you can't say it sucked. You can just say you don't like it. It's not about... Because when you say it sucked, it implies that you're implying about the quality, the objective qualities that it has. You know what I mean?
Factually, the answer is no. You don't negate everything that he did up to that point.
That was a terrible example.
There was controversy later. Woody Allen. Personally, I never liked the movie he ever made. But he was one of the most controversial figures because he was dating some underage girl who I guess was like the adopted daughter of another woman who he was dating. And all...
Wasn't it his own daughter? Why would you give an example that you know actually nothing about? Why? It's supposed to be an example.
The shit that happened. Does that...
I don't know shit about Woody Allen. I just know some stuff with his daughter.
Negate the fact that he made very popular, high-grossing movies that to this day
is the worst fucking
kind of a
stream, bro. This is the worst.
No,
I'm gonna delete this after
doesn't
effect.
negate what he's done
It's
as
like a wing stream.
Cinematographer or director. He made those movies that people liked.
Okay.
You may not like the personal guy, but he made movies that were popular. So for you to look at this and say, oh, Hogwarts Legacy, okay? This is a game that's supported by someone who says...
Yeah, she was really young. She was like 14 or something.
This game
yeah,
has
that's
nothing
mega
to do
fucked
with
up.
J.K. Rowling, except she created the universe.
Everything.
Everything in this...
Except all the ideas that are in it, she made.
...is an original work
sounds good.
made by creative people who are working their asses off right now to make a good video game. Now, I haven't...
But you're gonna shit on them. And you're gonna say, oh, you fucking port key games, you stupid pieces of shit. What the fuck is with the camera? It's creative people. And now when it's for his narrative, they're creative people.
I'm not being paid by the company.
What is this hard-working people, man?
But I can definitely look at this as an outsider's perspective, okay? And
oh, no. This is the worst,
I
man.
just look at this and I'm like, how can you completely write off this game? It's not out, and the person you don't like...
You answered your own question, dummy. You answered your own fucking question. You answered it when you were talking about fucking Michael Jackson. Because those game journalists, maybe one of them was irritated at what J.K. Rowling said. Not even one of them, like a bunch of them. Maybe everybody. They were irritated, pissed off with whatever she said. So much that for them, on a personal level, it made Harry Potter stuff less fun and less enjoyable or whatever. They just got pissed off. Just how somebody can watch DSP stream and be on a personal level irritated by something. That
And
makes you
you're
not want to enjoy it anymore.
Say publicly to your following, oh, I'm not covering it, guys. Sorry, I gotta abstain because I don't like J.K. Rowling. It's just
Yeah, why not? Yeah, that's exactly how it works. And it's not about not liking J.K. Rowling.
What is...
It's about it bothers you that she said something that you don't agree with or whatever. Like I gave the case with shit that I actually know about.
Going on.
Oh yeah. Like with Marilyn Manson. Let's say this, for example. Marilyn Manson. He's an asshole. He kept girls locked in his basement or whatever. And now if I happen to like his music in the past, now I would think about it and I would be like, man, now my experience is kind of tainted because I know he was an asshole. So I kind of start thinking about it. But somebody else might be of a completely different thing and know about Marilyn Manson and not care.
You know,
because Black made for a super chat. This leads to the main point. I've changed. Tip me. It's gonna be the main point.
Where did intelligence go? Again,
where did intelligence
you can go back in time and you can watch very validly.
Oh, you said this already.
This show
3 times.
Even if you think that Gutex is a complete nutjob asshole today, the show is still enjoyable. It's still fun because it represents a time period that things were different.
It's not even. He's not even explaining complicated concepts, man.
All right, you can go and enjoy Hogwarts and say, I don't support what J.K. Rowling says, but that's not the game. How can you not separate the two? I don't even understand how people get.
Yeah,
so,
maybe
you know
you
what
can.
It is?
It's on
It's
a personal
emotion.
level, DSP. Yeah,
That's exactly what it is. It's
yes.
Emotion. People get so wrapped up in their emotions that they let them dictate.
DSP, you're the most impulsive guy to exist. You call people whores and bitches and call them human pieces of shit. You are the most emotional, impulsive guy. Everything you do, including your spending and your gacha addiction and your drinking, is related to how impulsive you are. But let's go on a projection mayhem.
Things that they do,
let's go.
Even if they're illogical. You may hate J.K. Rowling and what she says, and you're very emotionally invested in that. And because of that, now maybe you have really negative.
Big ups Eurobeat for the membership.
Because she made Harry
Enjoy your
Potter,
benefits,
and
man.
now you feel betrayed. And I feel for you.
Yeah.
You're one of those people.
I feel for you. What do you mean you just called them idiots? You just called them idiots. Where has the intelligence gone? In earlier he called them these idiots. But now I feel for you. Sympathy fucking Phil.
Because that's messed up. You know what they say, that you should never meet your heroes? Because sometimes they end up being nothing like what you actually thought them to
We're
be.
your heroes, DSP.
But on the
Hogan?
flip side of that, I kind of have to say the following. Why do we tend to put these people on pedestals to begin with? You know what I'm saying? Like J.K. Rowling was...
Because they created important cultural work. I guess?
An author who made a series of books that basically charmed the world. They expecto patronum us, right? Or whatever the fuck.
Yeah, DSP's hero is himself.
I like the Harry Potter universe.
Or somebody who is remarkably exactly like him.
I'm not in love with it.
The
but I've
guy
seen
in the
movies.
mirror.
I think it's pretty unique and interesting, right? So why then do I care about her opinion on anything else on this planet but Harry Potter?
You don't have to.
Why do we ask LeBron James for his opinions on politics?
Because he... I don't know. They ask him anything. Why do they ask DSP about his opinions on movies when he's a gaming guy? Because they ask him shit. Because he's considered an important person. I don't determine that. DSP doesn't determine that. It's probably LeBron James' hard work that got him to the top, where people can ask him all kind of stupid questions.
You know, he's a basketball player. He's one of the best ever. Why the fuck do I care what he thinks about our government and how it's run? I don't.
He is a member of your society after all, though. He is also a citizen.
No, but people do. Oh, here's what LeBron said on politics. Why do I care? He has nothing
You don't
to do
have
with
to.
that.
I guess basketball fans could care. Why not?
You know what I'm saying? So in this situation, why do we care what Gutex has to say?
Then we're back. Why do you have to show it? I know it's a new thing. I know you just learned how to hide and unhide stuff in OBS. I know. But please, stop it.
About COVID and the Capitol riots. The logical answer here as humans should be, we don't.
Big up Black Mage. Is this lore legit? He supported Hogan not wanting his daughter to bang a Tevid.
I don't care what this fucker said.
Come on, dude.
He's an idiot.
Legit?
Listen
What
to
did he say
says.
about
It's
it?
completely nonsensical. There's no facts
Some
to it.
bizarre
He's a
lore.
dunce. All right?
He's
So
a
what?
dunce.
What you do is you say, okay, you're a dunce, bye. Oh, by the way, this is really funny. Let me go watch it. And this.
But what if I really like the PogChamp guy? No, this is enough. I'm not gonna be explaining it anymore. Because by trying to explain it, every time he explains it, we both repeat each other, and it's terrible, and I'm sorry for that. I'm not gonna do that anymore.
Facts to it. He's a dunce. All right? So what? What you do is you say, okay, you're a dunce, bye. Oh, by the way, this is really funny. Let me go watch it. And the same thing can be said here. You may say, wow, she's an idiot. She's a dumb shit about gender or whatever. That doesn't mean you can't enjoy
But
it.
wait, how is she a dumb shit? You just said did she... Bro, he couldn't even figure out earlier if he agrees with her or not. Couldn't even pick a side.
Set in the universe.
But then it's like, hey, she's a fucking dumb shit, human pieces of shit.
She created 20-some
What
years
a meme. What a meme. Incomprehensible, incoherent, 40-year-old man. Can't keep his shit straight. Can't make one point across. In a single point of the art and the artist. A single point. That's 1 point.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
I don't
just
know what you're saying.
Understand that mentality at all. Why are you putting people on a pedestal to begin with? Maybe, just maybe, we should all look in the mirror and say, why do we idolize these people so much to begin with? Yeah, it's cool to.
Why do you demand $150 a stream, bruh? If you're not supposed to be idolized, if you're the normal fucking guy.
Think back that they're intelligent people, but maybe they're not. I'm just saying, maybe they just ain't so great, and we really pumped them up to be something that they're not. And now when they get exposed for that, now we kind of look in the mirror and like, oh, you know what? Maybe I'm embarrassed that I actually looked up to that person the way that I did for so long. Maybe I should have realized that.
Oh yeah, that's a good point. Lake Raka says in chat, but if you like me, then you're gonna like my content. And if you like me and me as a person, support me. What if I think DSP is a scamming scumbag piece of shit, but I really love his gameplay. I really like it, man. And I can go back in the day and watch the Heavy Rain playthrough and have massive amounts of fun. Is this gonna work? Or I need to, I guess, do something else?
They're fallible creatures and we all have shortcomings and we can all say and do stupid shit and have...
We're fallible humans.
Maybe I shouldn't have believed that this person was so important to begin with. J.K. Rowling created a really cool universe. Right? Millions of people around the world absolutely love Harry Potter. I like Harry Potter. I don't love it. That doesn't mean that everything she says is important. It doesn't. At all. So I don't, you know what I mean? Like I can play Hogwarts and say, wow, I looked at the state of play. The game looks good. It looks very good to me, actually.
Yeah, they're gonna try a lot of things with that game.
Exploring this
There's
world.
a lot of elements
really
to
had
it.
the opportunity to explore this fully before. You know, they're gonna have some creative control over the universe because it's set in the 1800s instead of the Harry Potter time. That's cool. It looks like potentially could. Oh, by the way, and something I didn't even mention: no microtransactions. They
that's a
came out and
first.
said this game will have 0 microtransactions. It is a
That's a
fully
first.
featured, fully fledged single-player RPG that will not nickel and dime you either, so you don't have to worry about that.
Are we done with Hogwarts? I'm gonna skip this. 1 in chat to skip the Hogwarts segment, and 2 in chat to keep going.
So it's kind of like,
Please one.
wow,
Please spam the
that is
one.
really, really
Please
cool.
spam the one right now.
That this might
Please
be
spam
the first opportunity in many years that not only we're going to
Yes.
play a game set in the
Yes.
universe of Harry
Yes.
Potter, but that it's going to have
Okay, there we go.
dead or things you just disagree with, depending on your point of view, I guess.
Still talking
And
about it.
Then people want to erase everything they've ever done, and it's like, I think
Oh, it's about being canceled.
thing in history.
Hold on, he's gonna make it about himself. Stop
Does
spamming
that
the
mean
ones.
that
Wait.
the game has to be erased from existence.
Oh no, he's still talking about this. Please make it about yourself.
Once prominent
Funny.
can fall from grace for dumb shit that they said.
Okay, you bro, you just like
Not every, listen,
just
and by the
a
way, I'm not
recap of
supporting
one
the things
single
that they,
story.
that they said.
I'm not supporting the things that they said. Okay, finally we take
But
a
you gotta
stand.
understand that not everyone's perfect. Everyone's
What did they
flawed,
say,
people
though?
do dumb shit, you know, and
That's why I refuse to have an actual take on this, because I don't know shit about what any of them said.
doesn't mean
And this
that
is a public forum, and that's why I didn't talk about it.
just
I have
never
no
existed.
opinion on it. But this guy is like, I support this, but those people are fucking idiots. I don't even know. Do I agree with them? I don't know.
Let me tell you something. If
Tell me
we
something.
canceled and erased every single thing in history because someone associated with it did something wrong or did something stupid, everything would be a black hole.
Thank you for the generic fucking take.
When I feel like I have something I can add to a current
Was a nothing of a
conversation,
take.
I will do a more in-depth,
You don't.
informed kind of podcast.
What?
Okay.
Oh, that was the segment.
I hope-
That was it.
At least that was insightful for some.
No. Insight in what? Into what? Into what exactly? Not knowing what you're talking about? Very insightful, but I already knew that.
And I hope that if you enjoyed that, because I do every once in a while
Already knew
do a
that.
different kind of podcast like this. I did it for the history of FromSoft games. I'm doing it today. When I feel like I
Yeah,
have
this is so
something I can
insightful,
add to a
man.
current conversation.
And look, now this is he's flattering himself. Oh, you guys, you see, did you like this segment? Well, when I feel like I can add some more stuff, you can get more segments like this. He's stroking himself. And this means you're gonna be seeing more of this in the future. Of him retelling the same story, making the same point for a long time. I don't even know how long. Did he even start playing video games at this point? Yeah, he did. Okay, thank God. We have a cup. Oh no, it's a long time. It's like 15 minutes.
I will do a more in-depth,
Like 15
informative
minutes,
podcast
legit.
like today. I can't do this all
Legit.
the time.
So the bottom line is he did not add anything more to this subject than a single tweet could. Not at all. And that tweet would get like 5 likes and maybe 1 retweet of somebody making fun of it.
Okay, but I'll do it when I have the opportunity to do it, and I feel like I can maybe say something insightful.
Because chat
I hope
talking
that
about
some of you
basketball.
maybe felt
And Jokic
some
MVP.
insight today.
Could happen, but that's going to be a
about Hogwarts
back-to-back
Legacy and the
MVP.
ridiculous controversy about it on the internet right now because of what I just put out. And if you feel that way, please give the video a like, leave a comment, give the stream a like, tell someone about the podcast. My goal, as I've explained many times, is that in the long term, I can diversify my content. I can make it that I'm known both as a, internet content creator
Yeah, I just told you. I just told you. This was a demo segment. Feeling the water.
Well as.
Did you like this politics segment? I'm gonna do it a lot more in the future, you guys.
Someone who has a podcast. You know, I want to diversify because let's be honest, I'm about to hit
Actual
40
scum.
years old.
Actual scum.
I'm not going to be able to be playing games
scum
full time for the rest of my life, and I know that. I'm not stupid.
Yeah. What about Review Tech USA? I thought he couldn't cut it as a Review Tech guy, and then he started talking about politics. And this dude, he just wants to diversify. When Phil does it, it's diversification. When Review Tech USA does it, it's failing to do what he wants to do, so he has to do what makes clicks. This is how the perspective shifts, depending on who he's talking about. Because Review Tech USA, let me tell you, can have a same segment like this, and also make it more watchable, way more watchable than this, and not put shit on his screen the same way DSP does. Big ups Blackmade for super chat. I support and endorse his political aspirations. Now, I'm not saying I'm gonna deny watching shit like this, because this is just a meltdown, and eventually he's gonna piss off the wrong people, and he's gonna run back to his hole and never talk about shit like this again.
I'm already.
It's gonna be like, dude, remember like 5 years ago, I said something and this stupid fucking idiots on the internet, the fucking Nazis, they were so pissed off, man.
The first signs of like carpal tunnel in my right hand, I actually am.
Or are we getting carpal tunnel? That's from jerking off too much.
Because of that, I know that there's not going to be the possibility of me doing this kind of content forever.
Oh no.
I mean, gaming.
This is like that scene in those TV shows when somebody gets a disease or like something terminal and the first signs start occurring. The first symptoms come up. This is that scene.
And what I would like to do is branch out a bit every once in a while. All right. So.
Okay.
Thank you for
banned
listening.
somebody.
Hope you enjoyed it.
Wait, that's it? Oh, thanks for. This was the political segment.
And if you think I'm wrong, tell me why in the comments.
Tell me why. No, they're not
Destroy
gonna
me,
tell you
go
why.
ahead. Just don't be super.
Yeah, and I know because I've left him actual semi-positive comments and genuine criticism. I legit did, and he did not publish it at all. That's not an approved comment, and I left him like a genuine comment. I wasn't trolling or anything. I left him a genuine comment, and I gave him some good feedback for the stream, but he didn't even publish it.
Prove those comments on YouTube because then people will complain and report the fucking video.
Yeah, of course.
Wrong? Tell me why in the comments.
People are gonna report the video.
Destroy me. Go ahead. Just don't be super mean because I can't approve those comments on YouTube.
I can't approve those comments. He doesn't fucking approve them. I know. I've done
Start
it.
with the YouTube side of things.
It was a very positive comment. I wasn't trolling or anything. It was just quality advice.
Months of support. Thank you.
I told him how to put a noise gate on his microphone. I told him some stuff about his layouts and making sure shit is like his frame on his camera and his camera being grouped together. I tried this just to see if it's gonna get published. If he has enough of a spine to take advice from somebody that openly dislikes him. But no, obviously no.
Battle Duck for the ongoing support.
And yeah, big ups for this
Tony Skittle live
monstrous
super
thumb.
chat said interesting podcast. Well, thank you, Tony. Although at
Garbage
that point, an hour
podcast.
ago, I hadn't even begun talking about this. But
Yeah, dude definitely changed his name. And now we get the least optimal setup in the world. Oh, keyboard on the right side. Screen completely on the left side. TV on the right side. Camera right in the middle. Microphone slightly to the left. Incredible layout. Incredible. And he has to do this. He has to do this to write somebody's fucking name on the leaderboard. What a joke. What a joke. Clown.
I appreciate that.
Get a real fucking job.
Appreciate some bitches, DSP.
Oh, come on. Resize.
And resize. This is the kind of advice I was giving him.
Still doesn't fit you guys.
It finally
Hey, got a 20 bucks from Lysa for Soul, bro.
Or Tony Skittle live streams. Can you
Dude who tries
your
to
goddamn fucking name
be
there?
a cuck, I guess.
Seriously.
Very successful.
Shrink it. It doesn't fit on my leaderboard. Change your entire persona on YouTube because your name doesn't fit on my leaderboard.
Okay.
All right.
How does it not fit, man?
Let's
the
continue.
more you write, the smaller text gets, so it can fit. That's kind of cringe. But he also doesn't know how to trim stuff in OBS. It works with Alt, by the way. You hold Alt and then you resize. And you trim. It's really cool. Now, what are we looking at?
A few shout outs because there were some tips that came in earlier, and then I'm
Okay, we do not care about this actually.
Attached. First tip of the day today was from Matthew Stratton, who tipped $3. Said, "Yo, nice. Thank you, Matthew."
Cringe.
A thick-haired cat or a heavy-haired cat.
Cat talk. Hate it.
And he says, "Better day today than
Insta-hate.
Monday in regards to toilet troubles. I'll turn this lemon into lemonade. Could potentially serve a greater purpose.
Toilet
P.S. Being in
troubles?
Hogwarts, I learned wizards sometimes magically enchant a toilet to prank muggles."
Of course.
There you go.
Morse cat. We need some Morse cat.
Well, you give the toilet bite their ass off or something?
Yeah, he's...
Enchant a toilet.
That's the thing, man. You're right about this. His old job at the helicopter company was making processes efficient. That was his actual job. He was like a root cause analyst or some shit like that. Or they gave him some like weird kind of non-existing job so he can have something to do. Because you see, this guy even back in the day, he's not a good worker. Work ethic is shit. He's a narcissist, so he's always gonna be thinking that he does the best job. He never can see the fault of his work. So yeah, you're right. His old job was to make shit efficient. And now he has the camera on one side and the microphone on the other side, the keyboard on the other side, and the mouse on the other side, and the laptop on the other side. And the TV is way over there.
That's a little creepy.
And when the sun comes down, he needs to get up and close the window and pull down the blinds. Because he's Mr. Efficient.
Not the guy you just banned tipped me $4.20. He says, "You have to be careful about how media spins this stuff. J.K. Rowling haters are legit on the same level as your detractors. They'll dox and threaten her family. She doesn't hate trans, but she calls out when trans things hurt women's rights, and they hate that." I, again, am not here.
This was a meme. This was a meme response. Was this a dollar tip?
To say that I agree or disagree with anything that she has said.
Again, I'm not here to say if I agree or disagree. You just said you disagree. Don't make me go look back. Because I will. When the fucking transcript comes up. When this becomes an actual video, because this is going to be a Hate Army Watch video. He probably already clipped it. It's probably even already uploaded. Let me see. Because this was a hot one. It should be up already. We got a Snort Brunel, the Daily Snort. Then that's kind of it. But anyways, he did say it. He did say it, legit. I disagree with what both of them said. And now I'm not here to tell you if I agree or disagree. Can you at least remember your opinion? That's all you have to do. Just remember what it was.
In fact, it's weird because I can't even factually figure out what she has said.
And exactly now we don't even know what she said. Now we don't even know what she said.
Because it gets spun so much on the internet.
It gets spun.
Seriously, like, you start reading one thing that she said, and it's like, well, that's not so bad. But
apparently it was terrible stuff, right? Because he is on the thinnest fucking ice, and it's gonna hit him someday. On the thinnest ice. Because what if he pisses off a pay pig? What if the pay pig is some weird dude that wants politics talk or whatever?
Then you read another thing.
Because pay pigs are known for leaving for a variety of mega bizarre reasons.
And it's like, well, that's terrible. But then you read it. What did she say that? I can't even tell.
You can't even tell? Can you look it up?
Actually, the truth of the situation.
Oh, no more of this. Please, no more of this.
Oh, what I'm saying here.
Oh, that's not the fucking point.
You understand? The point is you separate the bad stuff and
go fuck yourself. We're not watching this again. An actual summary.
Or to you if that's what you wanted.
Of an hour-long segment.
Yeah, I know where he is too, but I don't know if you can get to him from where I am.
Okay, we're talking on games.
And this, albeit I do feel like the game's a little bit more pertinent today because back then,
Dark
similar
Souls?
games had come out. For example, Tomb Raider was an entire game based around using a bow.
Oh, Horizon Forbidden West. And compared to Tomb Raider. Oh my god. Oh my god. How is this anything?
There's always kind of...
How is this anything?
Bothered him. And so, we... Elastic style.
Wait, what?
a lot of collars. We tried fabric.
Oh, Jasper collar segment.
Necessary for sure.
Fuck out of here.
Yeah, I don't really know particularly what it is about his current collar.
Are you gonna go get Jasper? Oh, are you legit? He wanted to pad out this fucking pathetic ass podcast.
Here's Jasper Kitty.
Here's Jasper Kitty. This is a podcast, dipshit. I'm supposed to listen to this and not look at your stupid ass generic cat. Look at this. This is the most generic fucking cat. This, I'm gonna timestamp this as the Jasper hate segment. I'm gonna play menacing sound bites to Jasper.
Get a real fucking job. You're begging for $10 and $20.
Can I find the Jasper into slavery one?
I sold Jasper into slavery.
Fuck you, Jasper. You suck. You're a terrible fucking cat. And you probably smell like trash.
Brick, I can't really tell, but it's a looser collar.
And you're
it's not
declawed.
tight, and it's not it's none of those kind of choker things. And it's
Asshole.
oh boy.
Microtransactions.
It's not leather.
Oh, this is the old soundboard.
Yeah, it's not cloth either. It's not. I think it's synthetic. It's got a little cute bow.
Remember this?
Bow. But he really likes
we're
this
skipping this. This is this is a massive questionable segment. Fucking Jasper scratching bullshit, man. This guy sucks so bad.
Cast, so people know that this asshole isn't just someone who yells at. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, that is it for the pre-stream podcast. I hope you enjoyed the very different.
And that's it. Let's play
podcast
some
today.
games.
Like I said, when I have opportunity to cover topics like this, I will. If I feel like I can add some insight. Today, I felt like I could add some unique insight to the situation. All right, and
are you for real? He felt like he could add some valuable insight. Oh, you can't be fucking serious. You can't be. And he's stroking himself again. And you know this is gonna be a thing. You're gonna have these segments all the time. All the time. Whenever something vaguely interesting happens.
I hope that you enjoyed
Holy
the podcast.
fuck. And that's it. That's the podcast. Hopefully. Yeah, that's the podcast. Now we're playing Elden Souls.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back.
And YouTube mode is on. Let's go finish this first.
Oh baby, Bukake money. You're obese. You're fat. You're really fat. You're disgustingly fat.
You're still on mission 1.
It's disgusting how overweight you are. You're a stay-at-home middle-aged man who lives off of video games. Oh no. Oh, hold on a second. Let me play
Roasted.
2 more video games so I could afford rent. And come on, are you really gonna be doing that, man?
This is vintage detractors,
This
by the way.
guy shall be eradicated. Some of you may know DSPgaming. Go on his channel. This nigga does not do any fucking editing whatsoever. Bad.
This got me off guard, bro. What? This was okay. This is the Almighty Frogga video. DSP, the hate army has had enough. Let's listen to this again.
This guy shall be eradicated.
This guy shall be eradicated.
DSPgaming. Go on his channel. This nigga does not do any fucking editing whatsoever. Back to back to back to back to back to back.
Like Drake. Fuck yeah. I was looking for this clip. I'm very mega super surprised by it.
Phil is this guy who can't play games.
Okay, that's enough. That's enough. What's the tip? Come on, tip. It needs to be here. The DSP saves somebody's life. Ugh. DSP gaming tip waiter, right? Oh, there it is. Okay. Hey, this time it's not a 50-minute video. Nice. This guy shall be eradicated.
Zen Shuriken says, what do I think about tipping? If you mean in regards
It's mandatory.
to like in real life going out and tipping
In real
people,
life? Is this fake life?
I always tip if I feel that the you know, number one, you gotta tip certain things, okay? If you're going to a restaurant and a waiter or waitress there working their butt off, you gotta tip them, okay? You just got to. Go to a bar, that bartender.
How do you know if they're working their ass
live
off
on
though?
tips, right? What I don't understand about tipping is why are there certain industries where people get paid less than minimum wage, but then they get tips, so it's acceptable? How is that acceptable? Minimum wage is a federal law. How can you get paid less than federal minimum wage?
Probably.
How is that allowed legally? I don't understand that. So how do I feel about tipping? Well, I feel
How do
like
I
if
feel
you go
about
somewhere and
tipping? I fucking love this quote. How do I feel about tipping?
It gives you good service.
It's mandatory.
Passable service should get a decent tip.
What does that mean?
Okay.
Let's talk about percent. I don't like relative terms from the guy that only exclusively speaks in relative terms. What is a decent tip? How much percent? 30%? 40%?
Service should get
20%?
a higher tip.
What is
And
a
every
higher
once
tip?
in a while, if you're in a good mood and you can afford it, and someone did something nice for you, you should give them a great tip.
What is a
right?
great tip?
Like I remember back when I went to Tennessee.
Okay. That was a long time ago.
Qualifier for Super Battle Opera.
Oh yeah, that's with credit card money, cash advances.
There with John Rambo, and that's
Lit.
actually where we hung out with many different players from the Super Turbo scene. Had a good time together.
Is it the guy that he paid for their meals?
We went to a Texas Roadhouse.
Shout out Texas Roadhouse.
And I told everyone back then, by the way, I mean, we're talking 10 years ago, I was making dirty money on YouTube. Ad revenue was so insane on YouTube.
Yeah.
It was absolutely ridiculous.
By the way, he needs to stress out that he gave a tip this big simply because he was making money that is way, way, way more than that.
I was rolling in more money than I knew what to do with. So
Yeah. What did you do with it? What did you do with it?
Whenever we went somewhere, I told everyone I would just pay for everything because I could.
I would just pay for everything. Baller Phil. He bought his friends. He tried to buy friends. You know what happens to the guy that goes out with people and tells everybody he's gonna pay for their shit? Yeah, there's a lot of people that hang out with him at lunches and dinners and cafes, and not a lot of the rest of the time. The dude that tries to buy everybody.
I had tons of money.
And they took advantage of him.
Money to do it.
Baller alert.
We went to this Texas
Baller
Roadhouse.
alert. Calling out baller
and
alert.
We all got some
That's
delicious
so much
food.
money, man. I paid for
and
everybody.
the waiter was a really nice guy to us. You know,
And he paid to flex.
Look at how successful I am. You fucking losers. You don't have the YouTube money. But wait, let me record this. It's a tax write-off.
Kept checking on us, refilling our drinks, asking us how everything was, chilling with us, even talked with us, a little bit of conversation about what life is like in Tennessee and yada, yada, yada. So I gave him a crazy good tip. If I remember correctly, I'm pretty sure our bill was probably, it was me and like maybe 5-6 other people.
He
So
paid
each
for everybody.
of us, our bill
Wow,
was
that's
probably like
wild.
30-40 bucks. No, it wasn't 40. It was probably like 20-30 bucks each. So I paid for all that, and I think I tipped the guy like $50, you know. Typically, the guy probably gets like a $10, $15 tip. So I gave him like a $50 tip.
Yeah, it
he
is
was
a
a really
big
nice
tip.
guy. He did a lot of work, and he did a good job. Okay?
By the way, this is supposed to be like I guess a highlight, but this fucking dude that you're looking at right now, this dude gets $50 tips almost daily for playing video games and asking for them. And a waiter who I would argue does an infinitely more important and harder job than what fucking Darkside Phil does. And I'm not saying what streamers do. I'm saying what DSP does. He gets the flex with a $50 tip. All right.
Okay.
DSP, you get 50 bucks every day. You just got 20 bucks after talking about shit you know nothing about for an hour and a half. How much did he just get in total? Talk about like a total amount of numbers. What's that here? I don't know. This one, I guess.
I definitely want to see the NPC
What is
quest
that?
first.
87?
I will check it out.
$87.
2 days later.
2 days later, DSP's broke.
Okay? The Roadhouse was so good, we decided to go there again. It was actually our last meal before we left Tennessee. So we go there, and the guy is working again. Okay? And he comes over, and he actually says, "Sir, can you actually come over here for a minute?" He pulled me off from the table. I was like,
"Whoa, what happened?
Did something bad go? Did we do something bad?"
I was like, "Whoa."
He pulls me aside, and he says, "I just want to let you know."
He starts to tear up. He goes, "I just want to let you know your tip the other night really helps me out. Like I'm actually kind of hard up right now in life, and your tip
I hate this guy,
so
man. I
helping
hate
me.
this guy.
You're such a nice guy.
Stop
and
it.
I really appreciate that
You're
you
such
did
a
that.
nice
You
guy,
know?
and he put so many words in that motherfucker's fucking mouth. And maybe he said it. Maybe he even sucked his dick. But the way that DSP's talking about this is just like a self-stroking segment, man. I hate it so much. This is such a narcissism ego trip. Ego trip.
Have to do that.
And, you know, it kind of hit me hard, and I'm like,
wow.
Some people are just people, man. You know, people just take shit
What
for
does that
granted.
mean?
What? That guy works as a waiter. That woman works as a waitress. They know what they're getting into when they get this job.
What is that?
You know,
Who says
they
this?
know they're going to work for less than minimum wage, and it all evens out. It doesn't matter how much you tip someone. It all evens out, right? The truth is that some of these people are like you and me. They have hard times. They need help.
No, you're nothing like those people. They're infinitely more hardworking than you. Even like your run-of-the-mill bartender or waiter or whatever are infinitely better than fucking DSP in a variety of ways.
And you may not even
because those people, not only they bust their ass at their job, they go home and also probably cook and clean and do laundry and all that other shit that people do. And don't complain about it. And don't say they're super fucking busy.
Realize that you're helping someone, but just doing something nice can change someone's whole attitude. It can make them feel good. It can make a terrible day go right. You know what I'm saying? People don't realize a little act of kindness, how far it can go. And it actually hit me, like, at that point, I was like, dude, from now on, I absolutely will be very conscious when I go out that I make sure that I tip appropriately.
Oh, really?
If not a little more.
Really? Does this whole story have any relation to the fact that DSP makes a living off of tips? Does it have any relation to this? And he's telling you, man, once I tipped this guy $50 and he was so grateful and it made me feel so good. Now imagine if you guys all tip me $50, how good you're gonna feel. You're gonna feel like you just changed my life.
Because you know that these people need the help. And it's funny because personally, I don't go crazy tipping. Like if I go to a restaurant, typically I'll go for about, what is it? It's like 15%. They say is the default you're supposed to tip. So I'll at least try to tip 15% of the bill. Okay. If not, maybe just a little bit more. And
16?
Everywhere I go, at least, if I'm a regular, people are like very nice and friendly to me and happy. So it's obvious they don't think I'm under tipping them. You know what I'm saying? If anything, it makes me feel like people are shitheads and they do under tip all the time. And they're appreciative when someone actually tips what they're supposed to be tipping.
Excuse me.
But DSP is not under fucking appreciative. He's like, bruh. I'm just tired. Everybody else under tips, only DSP fucking. Bro, this is the worst guy. This is the worst guy.
This is pissing me off.
Today's stream is a miserable experience.
Okay, there we go. I cleared my throat. So, yeah, you know, so I usually go out of my way to make sure I'm doing the 15% bare minimum. And then if I feel like the service was a little bit better than that, then I'll go a little higher than that. So yeah, that's my philosophy anyway. Okay.
Philosopher Phil. Well, okay, go fuck yourself. That's it with the DSP coverage today, and I think that's basically all. There's nothing new except yeah, that's it. That's it, bro. This is the point where you close the tab. Now, I'm still wondering if I should or shouldn't play Dark Souls now, but if I'm gonna do it anyways, I would do it on a different broadcast. So this can be just a DSP type shit, and then the other thing can be a gaming type shit like yesterday. So I don't know, you guys can clock out. Let's listen to some shit. And yeah, that's it. Thanks everybody. Thank you for your contributions, both instant and complete contributions and delayed incomplete contributions. I appreciate all of them. And thanks for this fucking J.K. Rowling rant and squeeze banana.
Honestly, I'm not a children's entertainer because I'm not a Muppet. I'm not here to play a character. I'm not here to pretend that I'm something that I'm not. I don't dye my hair. I don't act stupidly constantly to get attention from children. I don't do stupid pranks. You know what I mean? I don't cause drama. I'm here just to play games and have fun. I'm a legitimate gamer. Big ups to your dad.
I eat banana, tasty banana. Put banana in my mouth, tasty banana. I eat banana, tasty banana. Please the peel it comes in dinner. Put banana in my mouth, squeeze banana. Put banana in my mouth, squeeze banana. Put banana in my mouth.
Act and talk a certain way with certain mannerisms, certain over-the-top reactions, screaming at the top of their lungs, jumping, flailing, weird things, constantly on camera.
I eat banana, tasty banana. Put banana in my mouth, tasty banana. I eat banana, tasty banana. Please the peel it comes in dinner. Put banana banana. Put banana in my mouth. Squeeze banana. Put banana in my mouth. I eat banana, tasty banana. Put banana in my mouth, tasty banana. I eat banana, tasty banana. Squeeze the peel, it comes in there. Put banana in my mouth, squeeze banana. Put banana in my mouth. Squeeze banana.
Shout out to your buddy Grug. Oh my god, he's drinking gin.
When we hit the 250 vestry for that celebration, I'm going to debut a new vest. There we go. Celebratory bubble blow. Very nice.
That's
There's bubbles everywhere. There's bubbles all over my PlayStation 4 controller. There's bubbles on my microphone stand. There's bubbles everywhere tonight. It's out of control tonight.
You're right. You will take the ban. You're absolutely right. You will take the ban. You'll take the ban hard right in your fucking ass. Get the fuck out. You're supposed to be someone I trust, and you're gonna be a dickhead and go behind my back and hurt me and insult me. Get the fuck out. You'll take the ban real hard right up the pooper, buddy.
I'm just going to ban.
Why am I toxic?
Ban. Gone. Bitch, fuck you and your mother. Fuck the trolls. Bitch, fuck you and your mother. I'm just going to ban.
Why am I toxic?
Ban. Gone. Bitch, fuck you and your mother. Fuck you and your mother. Ban.
Hey guys, I'm gonna do Dark Souls in 15 minutes or something.
Gone.
But yeah, that's a different broadcast. You can check that out.
Fuck the trolls. Bitch, fuck you and your mother. I'm just going to ban.
Why am I toxic?
Ban. Gone. Bitch, fuck you and your mother. I'm just going to fuck you and your mother.
Honestly, I'm not a children's entertainer because I'm not a Muppet. I'm not here to play a character. I'm not here to pretend that I'm something that I'm not. I don't dye my hair.
Alright, I'm gonna see you around on the next broadcast, okay? Sound good. Now I'm gonna go write some timestamps.